That is so ugly, it's almost good. We'll have a little contest, see who can find the most macho item.
I like that.
I do too, because I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but I know it when I see it.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Thank you very much.
So what would it take to walk one of those home?
6,500. Really? Hey, Keenan.
Yeah.
You got our appraiser set up?
I was out at one of the bars one night. I met a girl.
Come on, cousins. I want a piece of you. Oh, jeez.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're Pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
What's the most macho thing you've ever done?
4 of us hop on a freight train and ride the rails and to run to catch it.
Yeah, see, that's dangerous, right?
That's very dangerous, but we were 15. I don't know if it was macho or stupid. but
They
we're-
generally go together.
Yeah.
See, I did so many stupid things when I was younger, I'm not sure which one of them I could pick as the stupidest. So a friendly wager, who can find the most macho thing in the next few days?
All right. Your basic Ernest Hemingway take on life, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too, because I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but I know it when I see it. So we're on the way to Armstrong. Famous for a bunch of different things. Cattle.
Cheese country.
Exactly, cheese.
Yeah.
They're super famous worldwide, I think, for their cheese.
Couple of cheese balls going to cheese country.
You got it, man. We're gonna go see Al, big time collector in country store, advertising, oil and gas. I've heard how good his stuff is, but I've never actually been there. So this will be a first for me and for you, and I think we're both gonna enjoy it.
Go slow, I think we're close.
I think it's right up here on the right. Look at the old car.
Yeah.
Let's go see Al. Yeah, you can tell this is the place.
All the stoneware.
Hey!
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Good, Al, how are you?
Sheldon.
So this is the place.
This is the place. You guys want to go take a look in the shed first?
Why don't we
Whatever
do
you
that?
suggest.
Just follow me. Oh, we can't go in there.
Yeah, do not
It's my
enter.
place.
Signs all over the place.
Yeah. I've been a collector for about 45 years. There's some beauty in this stuff, especially the advertising things. They got character. I like bullet holes. I like broken, kicked.
My guess is, given that this is outside storage, this is the lower quality stuff that we're gonna see here.
I guess we can start here.
Hey.
How about her?
Wow, you've got some great stuff in there. I don't even know where to start.
You got a little bit of everything here.
Al's a dealer, he's a picker. He's always gonna have some lower end stuff and some high end stuff too.
Shouldn't you be taking one of these back to Calgary?
Whoa!
That good old copper crab.
That is so ugly, it's almost good.
Almost is the key word there.
It's like a Velvet Elvis painting.
Alberta bound, Alberta bound.
Geez, you can sing a lot better than we can. See, that's the kind of thing.
You could get for $10.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I saw it in a garage show for $5, I'd go,
Good luck with it.
You got some trolley card signs, it looks like. Oh, they're all Wrigley's.
Those are good. Those sat in the old trolley cars up high, didn't they?
This might have been later in time, it might have been in a bus as opposed to a trolley cart, because I think the trolley carts were a little narrower than this.
Yeah, and longer.
Yeah. So what are you looking at for some trolley cars?
$20 for the works.
Done. Can't argue with that.
Okay.
Wrigley's is a great name. People love Wrigley's. We should have no problem at $20.
Hey, that's kind of good.
Yeah, that's off probably an old gas station clock.
What it is the face of an Art Deco clock. Does it work?
Yes, it does.
Huh. Had more pieces surrounding it originally and sometimes some advertising on the bottom. What would you want for that, Al?
$45.
What were you thinking? You were thinking 30, weren't you, Scott?
I'm thinking 30. Apparently I'm thinking 30.
Well, 35, bottom line.
Sold.
Sold?
Done.
Done. How much you charge for your matchbooks?
Usually they run around $1 each.
I spot a whole bunch of matchbooks, and of course on some of them are pinup girls. If I took a bunch, would you go 50 cents each on them?
Sure. What do you like?
Well-
You're looking at those girls a lot.
Well, you see, Sheldon and I got a little bit of a bet going.
Uh-huh.
Who can get the most macho thing, and there's not much more macho than pinup girls on matches, is there?
That is.
I'm not sure if that's macho or not, but I'm hedging my bets. These are just to win a bet, bud.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think I'll take a few of them.
What are you doing, Scott?
Hey, I think I got something to win the bet.
Matchbooks?
Sheldon and I, we don't always agree on what we're gonna buy.
To me, the matchbooks are cheesecake. So I put on a 1970s hockey helmet. Come on, cousins, I want a piece of you.
Killer.
Oh,
Killer
God.
number 11, right on the back.
That's macho.
hilarious.
And I got a breastplate to just in case you get a shot in.
You know what? You try to be macho by putting on a hockey helmet, you better be prepared for a macho response.
I'll get him back.
So Al, when are you gonna invite us into the house?
Why don't you come take a look? Some things are negotiable, I guess.
Perfect. I'm really optimistic. I know we're gonna see good things. Whether they're for sale at a price that we can do something with, that remains to be seen.
You take your jacket off if you want. I don't know if there's anything you like.
Wow, look at this. We're walking in the house, and of course there's advertising everywhere as we walk in. Holy smokes.
Well, I like the high-end things.
Yeah,
Scott really likes the same things that I do.
it's impressive. There's no doubt about that.
He's a sick puppy like I am for this stuff.
Wow, some good things in here.
Sheldon really is into the glassware more, you could see, and the finer things in a house. Scott is after what we would have thrown in the dump.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. I love that table. The Broadway Hotel, what a great logo. That's Vancouver, right?
That is Vancouver.
1930s, 1940s era, can be used as a side table in anyone's house. What would it cost me to buy a Broadway Hotel table?
Well, 400. 400 would take it out of the house.
I'm not sure if we could get much more than 400 out of it. The
I had
Broadway
a kind of
Hotel
a
was.
macho suggestion, though. I thought we could have a little bit of an arm wrestle. Could either be 3 or 4, depending on who won.
Wow.
How about an arm wrestle?
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna beat me though. Look at the arm. Look at the arm.
Exactly.
Twisting wrists, I haven't done that in years and years, and of course, I hate to lose. This guy's cheating here.
Hey, look, he's got his arm bent over on me.
Hold on
do
just a
it.
second.
And I'm gonna try to get Al curled in and pull him towards me if I can.
3, 2, 1.
No, he's got me. You see, you let him cheat.
But we're a team.
Al was a lot stronger than he looks. He's a skinny guy, but he's got pretty good biceps.
All right, why don't we call it a draw?
350? 350?
Good.
350?
350. All right. Okay.
We were done. We've saved $50 and I didn't lose face.
I gave in.
That is so good.
That's 1909.
Atlas School Supply Company, Chicago, Illinois. I just love the way it's got all of the peaks on it. It's a little rough on this edge, is where all the kids were playing with it, but it's great.
So are you telling me you're interested?
Well, my wife would love that. She loves maps.
What do you want for it?
350.
Yeah, that's steep. So I'm not saying it's unreasonable, it's just, do you have any room?
The best I could do is probably $50 down, so 300. And that's probably what I'm into it.
I'm done. At $300, it's a bit steep, but I know if we can't sell it, my wife's gonna wanna keep it.
I'm on a shopping trip for his wife.
And you're paying half the cost of
And it's
everything.
only costing me half.
It's beautiful.
Hey, where did the glass come from, Al?
the yard sale.
Painted glass. They've got 2 good macho images on them. Let me put them up against the light here.
Yeah, they are just awesome with lighting behind them.
Hey, but that's macho. Look at that guy coming over the falls.
He's got the square jaw.
Exactly.
And he's doing something really stupid.
He should be yelling and screaming right now.
That could be a potential entry into the macho contest. The other one's kind of a cowboy one here.
Yep.
What do you want for them, Al?
$80.
$80 the pair?
Yep.
Boy, hard to argue with that.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
We should triple or even quadruple on those. We walk in the kitchen and there's things I would love to own, and I'm not even an advertising guy. You got some incredible things here, Al.
Whoa, is that a beaut? He looks like he's been smoking a little peyote there.
That's a hider, too.
Oh,
Artist.
Hyder.
That's a hider, yeah.
You know, Hyder was the guy that did the Calgary Brewery
Yeah,
paper.
no, I know it.
Never seen that Five Roses flower sign.
Definitely first war.
Yeah.
He's pointing back, saying, buy this flower because this is what we send to our troops who are fighting for our country.
Appealing to your patriotism.
But that's what I always say about advertising. The reason I love advertising is because it tells you something about what people were thinking at the time they made it.
And that tells an interesting story, that one.
Man, that is such a tempting piece. That is a piece that I can't walk away from if I can get it today. What would you want out of that?
1,500 takes it off the wall.
The calendar part's replaced, right?
Yes, but it's all original underneath.
I'm having some trouble with the decision because by not having an original calendar pad, you knock out the top 2% of the market that only wants complete and only wants original. If that had the original calendar piece on it, I wouldn't hesitate for a heartbeat at $1,500. But I'm thinking that may be one that I'm married to for a while because the calendar pad's missing. See, I'd feel a lot better at 12, 15.
Oh, I like to think I'm a pretty good negotiator. I've bought a lot of things, and I'm like Scott, because he's just an old roughhouse hockey player. Man, I've been coming down on a lot of things. Absolute bottom line, 13. Or it just looks really nice there, and then you can come over and visit now and again and just look at it.
Do I have to pay anything to visit?
No, I might even give you a beer.
With a guy like Al, there are two ways to deal with him. What's your bottom line? Either say yes or no. The other way is over 2 days with a bottle of scotch. We don't have time for that. 1,300.
Okay.
And a beer.
Okay. I got lots of dishes if we have extra company to serve them.
The heck with the dishes. I'm looking at the Five Roses flower sign. I know that sign well. I owned that sign one other time and traded it away to somebody and always regretted it.
I take it that's a really rare one, Scott?
Tin litho, that's the reason why it's so hard to find, right? Porcelain survived, tin litho did not survive. I have gone 15 years without seeing another one, and I might go another 15 years before I see another one.
I was thinking of just painting it over, make a stop sign out of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or you could just sell it to me instead. That is amazing. Are you selling it?
It could be sold.
Can we get that down then? It's always hard to buy from the kitchen in a house because I know he loves it and I know his wife loves it. I know I'm not getting it cheap. It's got a few scratches on him, which is unfortunate. It's just such a tough sign to find, though.
You like it, don't you?
I love it. It's just such a rare image.
Only Canadian, red, Five Roses.
What would you need out of that?
I was thinking 14.
Which is about twice what I paid for the one that I had before. What would your rock bottom price be on it?
12. Absolute bottom, 12. Rock bottom.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna have to live with it.
Good
I know.
going.
I know it's my only chance to get one, probably again.
I knew we were not leaving today without Scott having that sign in his arm.
That's a little more than I wanted to pay for a sign in that condition, but you just don't see them. That's a keeper for me. We're not selling that. And Sheldon paid half of it.
Now we're buying for the whole family. We've made some great purchases. I think we should go get a little packing, maybe load her up. This one's got a little deco to it. That's a good deal for Scott and I. We should easily be at $65.70.
We should have no problem at $20 selling those for $50, $60, $70.
That is so good, isn't it?
I'm really happy about that. You know what? I think we should get somebody to appraise this. I'm curious to see what it's worth now. Great day for me. Got some fabulous items. Al, it's been great.
Thanks a lot.
Good to meet you,
And I
Al.
hope you guys make something on this.
Good guy, good dealer. I'm really happy. New friend for me.
It was sure a lot of fun.
Next time you can come to my house, and I'll
Okay.
take advantage of you.
Do I get a beer?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't quite expecting them to take as much out of the house, but they did pick some pretty good items, and I hope they do okay on them.
See you in Calgary, Al.
Have a good trip.
Okay, thanks, Al. I always love it when you can buy stuff off the wall of a guy's house.
And the guy going over the falls in the canoe, as macho as you get.
So, Sheldon, I think we should give Keenan a call. Do you really think he had everything set up in the shop?
Hard to say.
We should give him a little test, see if he can find us an appraiser for that 5 Roses flower sign.
He might surprise us.
Hello?
Keenan, this is Scott and Sheldon.
Hey, how's it going?
We bought a few things out in BC, and we need you to find us an appraiser. We picked up an old 5 Roses flower sign from about 1920 or so.
Okay.
See who you can round up, and then we'll talk to you when we get back to town.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, Keenan, how are things looking at the warehouse?
They're good. We're getting a little bit of progress.
Yeah, are you working hard?
I'm busy.
Perfect. Do you believe him? So we still got our little macho thing going. I guess we should decide what we're playing for, and just a friendly little bet. Loser buys the winner a pint.
You're on. We're going to Abbotsford. Around the turn of the century, I think it was 1903, the most famous bank robber in Canadian history hung out around this part of the world, Billy Miner. Is that right? It was his invention to say, hands up.
That's funny.
We're going to Dave's place, and he's gonna have a ton of stuff, all kinds of oil and gas things.
Oh, okay. I think I see it right here. That's Dave's place.
And he's got shipping containers.
Oh, look, he's got dogs, too.
Little Rottweilers.
Yikes. Let's go see Dave.
Hey guys, how are you?
Sheldon?
Dave, Scott.
Scott.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
ya?
Good, thanks.
So what's the story?
Well, you know, I like gas and oil and signs. I like cars, and I like everything to do with cars, and that includes the gas and oil and the advertising. So I have some signs in there.
You got a lot of signs. Signs everywhere.
You've been busy, Dave. There's gas pumps, some restored, some in the rough. How is it that you've got a couple of sets of traffic lights?
I traded those in with the person.
I cannot believe how much stuff Dave has accumulated.
Well, you know, it's a fine line between collecting and hoarding. Originally, I started collecting gas and oil, and then I all of a sudden liked pop, so I started collecting a bit of pop. For a little while, I was general store signs too, but I sold those because I figured I got to start focusing, right? So the challenge for me is to let go of some of the stuff.
So does that mean that the tobacco ones are going to be cheap as you're getting out of them?
Probably.
I like this one right here. The sign that catches my eye is Model Tobacco.
It's a bit of a beater, but it's not a common sign.
Good image. The guy reminds me of the fellow from the Monopoly game.
It's porcelain.
Yeah, you usually see those in tin. That's a great sign. The condition's not as big a problem because of the figural nature of the sign with the old man on it.
What would you want for that one?
$150.
I like it better at 100 with the shots in it.
What do you think about 100 and a quarter?
So
All right. At $125, we'll do well on the Model Tobacco sign.
I like that high plane one. He's got to have 200 or 300 signs in that warehouse.
Oh, I like that.
Some are really good ones. Dave, would you sell your big red Indian? It looks like it's about an 8 out of 10. I want that sign if I can get it.
no, that's part of my core collection.
What about your wall of pop?
Yeah, those are keepers.
We're trying them on. We're asking about several things. What about this one, Dave? Would you part with Frenchie?
I just can't sell that.
Not for sale.
Dave, you got a couple big Texicos. Are either of those for sale?
No.
I guess you're a Texico guy, aren't you?
He's a buyer, not a seller.
It's tough to sell just because I've paid probably full retail for an item.
I'm concerned we're not going to get anything good out of here. The Red Indian there.
I just upgraded, so that used to be the centerpiece before.
Yeah. We might get the occasional double today, or maybe some oddball thing. This one got shot with a machine gun.
Sure looks like that.
I mean, Red Indian is one of the rare ones where condition is less of a factor than some other things.
Well, it's the most collectible Canadian gas and oil company.
What would you need out of that one?
Probably around 15.
I'm tempted, but I'm not tempted enough because I'm in at 1,000 on that, hoping to get 15 for it. I think we're just a little too far apart on that one.
This time.
This time. One of the hardest things we see in this business is trying to buy from a buyer. Well, show us some more stuff. Let's go back.
Come on.
So now I've changed gears. I know I'm not getting quantity anymore. I'm trying to find the easiest thing for us to sell at a good dollar. Well, that's a nice one.
Yeah, isn't it? It's an old pump.
30s.
30s.
It's got the Art Deco sort of look.
Yeah,
to it.
tombstone.
Beautiful pump. Red Indian Marathon Blue Gas.
And that's a Canadian pump too. It's by Wayne out of Toronto.
That is a great one though, because not only has it got the Red Indian look, it's the Marathon Blue, which is a rarer version of the Red Indian.
Yeah, it's a premium gas, right?
Yeah. It's just a great look.
It's a good-looking pump.
Like, I mean, that's a way better pump,
We love those double visibles, too.
but I like the looks of this one better.
Yeah.
We can sell that pump in our market for probably $3,500, maybe $4,500 on a stretch. So what would it take to walk one of those home?
Out of my shop, you're probably looking at around 6,500.
Really?
Something like that, right?
But we're not in that marketplace,
No.
we're not selling retail. I'd like us to be in this thing at $2,500 to sell it for $3,500. So where would you need to be on it?
Probably 3,000.
Jeez, that's tempting. $3,000.
How about an arm wrestle?
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll go 3 on this one. You be nice to us later on.
That's a deal.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Perfect.
happy
Thank
about
you.
that.
I have over 200 gas pumps, right? So it was a little bit easier for me to give it up.
I'd say now we're motoring.
Now, I see you got a Michelin man here. He reminds me of myself.
You know his name?
I do not know his name.
He's Bib, isn't he?
Yes.
Bib, why is he Bib?
Bibendum, I think, is his real name.
Bibendum.
Little known fact.
You're making that up.
Not making that up.
What would you want for something like him?
Around 600.
I can't grind you too hard on that. How about 5?
Sure. It's a good deal.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good deal for me and a good deal for you.
Bibby!
Hey.
Bibby!
But can you imagine him in your living room with a light in him?
I can imagine him in your living room with a light in him.
And you're gonna see him in my living room with a light in him. Anything else for us to see that's for sale?
Another garage. Why not? Let's take a look.
Now we're getting further away from the collection. Does that mean it's gonna be cheaper over here?
Never know. Let's find out. There's 3 more items.
Oh, yeah.
Walk in the garage, 2 beautiful little pedal cars right on the ground staring us in the face. That's a Murray. Really good maker. 1960s probably. Is that original?
Yes, both of them are original paint and original graphics.
Is that a Murray too?
Yes.
Those are the kind of things that 10 years ago would have sold for $600, $700 a piece. You know, pedal cars are a little soft. We don't usually buy them, but these 2 are in great nick. What would you want for a pair like that?
Probably around 800.
What do you think?
Well, I'd be a lot happier at half that. I'd be a lot happier at 4.
What about 5?
I'm good with 5. Are you good with 5?
I'm good with 5.
They have personalities that are very much different. I think Scott's more of a grinder. I think Sheldon's more of a nice guy.
Dave is very quiet, soft-spoken.
But in general, it's tough picking.
I could probably do 650 for you, Scott.
Remember, you owe me one. Remember? You said you'd be nice to me if I went 3,000 on the gas pump?
Yes.
How about 6?
Okay, done.
Good, I'm happy with that. We're paying some good, top-notch prices today, but we're buying top-notch merchandise.
Hey, Sheldon, I got something neat to show you. Have you seen one of these grip strength machines?
Oh, yeah, but never one in as good a shape as this. It's a grip meter, the sort of thing where a couple of guys would be at the fair and say, okay, I'm gonna show you how strong I am. Can I try it? Does it work?
Yeah, just drop a penny in there.
Yeah, that's a Macho item. I need to own that. I'm just about to squeeze it. Dave, what do you need out of it? When I see Scott over there talking to Dave.
Only 500.
500 done.
Sold.
What do you mean sold?
Bang! Deal done. That's my entry to the Macho competition. I win.
He just scooped me in the Macho competition. I'm not happy you scooped me, but 500 is a good price.
You gotta assess your opponent's weakness and go right in for the kill.
Scott, did you spot that?
There's a good one. That is a great one. That's almost a 100-year-old tin, and it had the old Indian chief on it. Sheldon, have you ever seen the old Indian chief?
I know
That's the
exactly what you're
old
talking
Indian
about,
chief.
because the detail.
In the feathers is so much better than in the later one. That's an early tin.
It's probably only 1 or 2 or 3 cans like that that would have survived.
It's as good a red Indian tin as I've ever seen. That's the best of the best. If you're gonna own one red Indian tin,
It's the nicest can I have.
would you be interested in selling that?
That's a keeper.
What about $750?
Oh, I just can't sell that.
What about $850?
That's a keeper, thanks.
Oh, you're killing me, buddy.
A man of his principles.
My worst fear whenever I see an oil and gas guy is that I'm gonna see a red Indian piece I can't buy.
Yeah, that tin's very important to my collection, Ray.
It kills me, it kills me, it kills me.
Well, I'm happy with the things that we did get. I think we should go get some packing material and maybe start packing her up.
He looks like me, he's shaped like me. I'm taking him home. That's an attractive sign. We'll double up on that, no problem. We can sell that pump in our market for probably $4,500 on a stretch. Hey, Dave, that was great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheldon. It's easy to bring stuff home, but it's hard to take stuff away from your home.
Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
We'll
Yeah.
keep in touch.
Thanks
See
very
ya.
much.
Yeah.
See you, Dave. Hey, well, that was an interesting pick.
Everything we bought was good.
The grip meter. In the Macho category, that's about as good as it gets.
Why don't we give Keenan a call, see how he's doing with the appraiser for that 5 Roses flower sign.
Hello.
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, how's it going?
Goes great. How are you doing?
Just working around the warehouse.
And are we getting some work done there?
Oh yeah, busy.
Have you had any luck finding the appraiser?
I spoke with a few people, but I'm still tracing down a couple leads, but I'm on it.
Who do you have so far? Do you know their names?
Well, I spoke with a lady, I spoke with a gentleman. I have their names written down.
And you're getting some work done in the meantime there, Keenan?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much done as I can for you guys till you're back.
Hey, Keenan, nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, I'm giving it.
Okay, we'll see you when we get back to town.
Awesome, sounds good.
All right, thanks, bye.
Bye.
Okay, he doesn't know the names of the guys he's got. What, did he pick them up at Cash Corner?
I don't know what to think about that. I wish we were there to sort of see what he was doing.
Well, he was out of breath. Hopefully that meant he was moving things around. Take a look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
That's one thing I love about coming to this part of the country is how many eagles you see.
So we're off to Mission, right beside the Fraser River. Beautiful part of the world.
That's wonderful.
So guess who we're going to see? Attila.
Attila! That's a pretty macho name, though, you gotta admit.
Absolutely. We're going to a brew pub.
A brew pub. We're
Yeah.
picking a brew pub.
Yeah. I knew you'd be happy.
I love it. So we still got our macho competition, but I think we gotta let somebody decide it, and who better than the brewmaster?
Good idea. Attila. So this is Mission Springs.
Here it is. Oh, look at the bottle right on the top.
Fire truck?
I'd like to buy that fire truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go see what they got.
A little early for a pub, isn't it?
It's never too early for a pub. Hey,
I'm Attila.
Scott, how are you?
Good to meet you, Scott.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, good to meet you.
This is incredible.
You've got tons of stuff just walking in the door.
The owner of Mission Springs really likes his antiques, and he manages to fill this building up with all this stuff.
Is this stuff for sale that we're seeing here?
There's definitely things here that we can look at.
Wow, what a great bar. Never seen so many taps in one place.
What is that?
Can I take it down?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's an old Edison lamp display that would have sat in a counter. Mazda lamps, Edison lamps. Good country store collectible. When the light bulbs went out, you'd go in there at the store and you'd go buy one light bulb. 1945 lamp specification chart, so you can date it right to 1945. It's got that sort of deco look to it as well. Would you consider selling that?
That would I'd have to take a few minutes.
Gotta make a call on that one?
You betcha.
You gotta look a list, you gotta talk to somebody.
Yeah, something like that. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Hey, Norm.
What I'm hearing here is Attila's here to sell us some stuff, but he really doesn't know what it's worth. So when we express interest, he's got to go chat with someone to see what it's worth.
I'm just trying to think here what that would be worth. Gee.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Thanks. Well,
So, what's the story?
it's definitely a possibility.
That means the price is going to be high.
$475.
Whoa! Almost double retail on that piece. I'm in this at 100 and a quarter to 150. We've had one better than this that we
Okay.
sold for 350.
Yeah, well, I won't be going any lower.
We're up. You should have it with that up.
At least.
Okay.
I'll have to give you something for that. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a pint of beer.
Now you're talking.
I'm in.
Maybe you should have one too.
Yeah.
Do you have any Coke stuff?
There's a few Coke things.
Do you have anything that's interesting that you're not going to see every day?
I've got one on the pub side.
Well, let's go take a look at it.
All right. It's a bit of a walk. Big building.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I am shocked because when I walk down the steps, I see a super rare Coke sign. That's not one I've seen very often before.
Well, I can be honest with you, I haven't seen one ever.
We know about 5 Coke collectors that don't have that sign. I'm going to offer you $1,500 for it.
Whoa. Oh, tough one. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave you again.
Again, he's got to go away and find out how much it is.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
We don't have enough time for him to do a negotiation with somebody on every purchase.
We're stalling out here.
If we can't make a deal on the next few things we try, I think we got to see if there's a shed or a basement or something we can go look in.
Right, I agree.
Well,
I'd love to say yes, but I just can't. I think it's a real heartfelt thing with him.
I'm pretty shocked because I got a lot of respect for $1,500. So he was like, no.
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 Not even maybe, not even.
Not even maybe.
I'm feeling a little deflated because I'm seeing some things that I really want to own and I just can't get them.
All right, well, let's not pause here. Let's keep picking. Looks like we're not going to buy the primo items. They're screwed to the wall in the bar.
I'd like to introduce you to Norm.
Oh, hey,
Norm? Scott?
Scott, glad to know you.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, I'm glad to know you.
He's not the owner, but he's our expert.
Oh,
Well, I don't know
okay.
about being an expert. I know a fair amount about antiques and in general.
So you're the guy that's being hard on us.
Well, I'm trying to be easy on you, not hard on you.
Did he tell you what I heard on that Coke sign?
Well, he's a hard man to get along with.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
I like Norm and Attila, but we've got to find some stuff that's for sale.
Is there somewhere we can go where the stuff's a little less dear to your heart?
We want the stuff that's not nailed
Downstairs,
down.
that's...
Yeah.
Downstairs?
Let's
Lead
go.
the way, let's
All
go.
right.
Now I'm feeling a little more optimistic.
It's always good when you're having no luck upstairs to get down below or out to the garage.
Are you coming too, Norm?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I guess the only good thing is we can at least talk to him directly, not through Attila. I love the smell of beer in the morning.
So this is where it all happens,
This is
isn't
where
it?
it happens. The
Wow.
bottling and the barrels are in there. Got some toys back here.
I'm going in. Oh, that would have been good. Sort of a cutie little guy.
I go into the next room, and there's a leather helmet. It's a football helmet, early one. I think I found the ultimate macho piece. I love it. I thought at first it was a reproduction. I was so surprised to see it. What do you want for that, Attila?
What do you think, Norm?
I think probably 25 bucks.
Bingo. Great buy. I'm so happy with that. I have a buyer for it immediately.
I don't know about that table. I wouldn't trust it too much.
No?
Ah, go ahead, Scott.
Being the
Take a
ballet
chance.
dancer that I am. So I'm climbing up there, and I'm just passing anything that looks like it's got any value back to Sheldon. And I'm letting him do the deals on it.
I'm buying. I like it. Hey, these are kind of neat. These are new, but
Are you hungry?
I am, as a matter of fact. What would I have to pay for a fork and a spoon?
That was 50 bucks.
Done. Not even going to argue with you guys on that one.
Way to go.
50 bucks?
What a deal at 50 bucks.
I was too busy climbing and handing things down to Sheldon. I didn't even notice the stupid fork.
Not every single thing we buy has to be old.
You got some instruments up here. Wall hanger trombone for a bar or something?
Oh, yeah.
And a crappy little, I think that's a repop.
Scott's passing me good stuff. A couple wall hangers, though, that'd be good.
I'd pay 30 for the trombone and nothing
Right.
for the little one.
But I was thinking 30 and 10.
How about 35?
That's good enough.
All right. Now we're making
Now
some
we're
headway,
moving.
guys. Yeah.
Oh, only if it's dirt cheap. Like I said, you're gonna catch it when it comes.
Nice catch.
Thank you very much. I love an accordion simply because Scott hates an accordion.
25 bucks for that.
Done.
I was gonna say 10. Look at this shell, it's like a little hobo.
And that's tramp art.
Yeah, it's a little
Is it
hobo
really?
thing.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay. 1923.
yeah,
Huh. Somebody's odd idea of a stringed
yeah.
instrument. It was some sort of musical implement. What would the fair price on that be?
50 bucks.
Sort of thing I'd pay 20 for.
Yeah, because it's
Or
just...
would you pay 25?
25 it is.
All right.
Screaming good deal.
Oh, Bohemian made, still full.
Yeah, oh
We
yeah.
could probably drink those.
Those are made from 1950, and I wouldn't dare drink them.
That would be a macho thing to do.
That's
There you go.
That would be a macho thing to do.
If you did, I think you'd have the skitters for a week.
I'm not really sure what skitters are, but they can't be good.
Hey, well, we did a little damage in the corner here. Can we go up and have a beer now?
You betcha.
Hey,
Cheers.
Cheers.
good fun, you guys.
Lots of fun.
But you're gonna have to help us with one last thing.
Name it.
Scott and I have had a little bit of a wager going the last few days, and we're looking for a macho item. I think I got the winner, but you tell us which is the most macho item.
Ah.
Sheldon and I got this little bet going about who can find the most macho item.
She sort of speaks for herself, doesn't she? I think I have a good entry. It's a late acquisition, but a leather helmet, no mask. We're talking a really macho piece here. All this wear right here, every little chip represents two guys butting heads.
No, that was probably a field goal kicker's helmet, okay? I don't get the macho bit with that helmet, and it's a little sneaky to buy something off the judge and then have him judge the contest.
The guy that scooped me on the gripper is calling me sneaky.
I didn't scoop him, I did it right in front of him. I'm gonna show you something that's truly macho.
Oh, he's got to stand up for this.
Now look at that. It's pretty hard to beat a grip strength tester for macho. Each of you can have a go.
It works.
Give it your best grip.
Go ahead.
Oh, it rings the bell.
And your turn. Give it a shot. Unless the fix is in, I got a winner.
What do you think, Norm?
Oh, it's a tough call.
Newt Rockney wore this helmet.
Yeah,
that.
right. Louis Pisaglia wore that helmet.
Hey, what's wrong with
Hey,
Louis?
yeah, exactly.
He's
What's
a
wrong with
kicker.
Louis?
Oh, man.
He's a kicker.
You just went after the
Yeah,
BC
okay.
Lions.
He's a British Columbia icon, and you don't insult him in British Columbia.
Somebody just swayed me. I'm gonna go for the helmet.
Norm, what are you going for?
I know you're going to be mad at me when I say this, but I'm going to go for the helmet.
You guys don't know Macho, but making...
Thanks a lot, guys. This has
Oh,
been a great
thank you very
day.
much.
Thanks for being raw.
Awesome.
Thanks, Norm. Whoa, you got a grip on you, man. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little peckish.
That fork and spoon is too much money at any price.
We always have a little fun with accordions. I love leather. Anything that's leather, but especially a leather helmet.
I've heard that about you,
Yeah.
that you like leather. It's a cool thing, and we're going to make good money off that.
I love Mission. I can't wait to come back.
I'm glad you guys came.
And when you come out to Calgary, come out, we'll give you a white hat.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take care. Okay.
There's the fire truck. I like that fire truck. We could use that.
I think we got to take a shot at it. We noticed her when we drove in.
She's a beaut.
Yeah.
What is it, 42, 43, 44?
42?
I love everything about that fire truck. I love the look of it. It's got the great 40s Dodge look.
So what has she got, a big water tank on it?
Yeah, it's a water pumper.
Yeah, and Scott and I talked about it. We'll just fill it full of beer, and then we can serve them right here. How many times are we buying a fire truck? Let's give it a try. What do you need out of it?
We're talking 8?
$8? Oh, that's just a bit too much.
No, at 8,000, guys, I don't think it makes sense to us. What would you think about, and don't be offended, but to us, and we've got to move it back to Alberta,
Okay.
what would you think about 4?
That's a little low.
5 would be more in order. That's up to you.
Excellent. I'm really happy at that. I love this thing.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Norm. This is the best thing we bought in a long time.
We've been looking for something like this for, what, 5 years?
And when are you delivering it?
No, that don't include delivery.
And I'm guessing we're going to get an offer for twice what we paid for it real quick.
I love picking in BC.
Yeah, overall, I think we did really, really well. A fire truck. I'm going to get Keenan, I'm going to tell him he's going to drive it back.
Hey, Keenan.
Yeah,
You got our appraiser set up?
yeah, absolutely.
So what do we got?
Well, I've spoke with a few people. I wish I could have got somebody down here to speak with you, but
So we don't got a warm body.
no warm body.
Oh.
I spoke with Cash Calgary Pawn Shop, Brad or Daryl there. They're both interested in looking at it.
Next.
I apologize. I spoke with Louie. He knows lots of people.
Boxing Louie?
Yeah, my coach.
Next.
I was out at one of the bars. I met a girl. Starts off bad, but it turns out really good. She's an antique specialist. She's very good looking. It's worth talking to her, and she seems to know her stuff. She really does.
Antiques.
Antiques. She knows.
Sheldon, I'm calling Jerry.
We got to make a call.
I have to give him credit for getting the phone number of a really good-looking girl in a bar.
At least it wasn't on the back of a cigarette package. That's right. Maybe we need Jerry.
I think we better go.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as you walk in, you're just blinded by neon. You are infamous. We're swimming with sharks here, and this is not a normal pit. I got them kids with me. Maybe we should bring Nash and Liam.
Now, you watch, because your dad's going to want to start climbing.
Don't tell your mom that I'm doing this.
What would you pay for a purple insulator, Nash?
$5.
No! No!
Oh! Fantastic! Yeah!
Amazing! I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're Pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. Best road food in Winnipeg.
Yeah, this is good. Are you driving again?
You bet.
Heading up to Steinbach, small town, Mennonite history.
Bring your own beer.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't been to a dry town for a long time. I don't ever want to go again. Going to see Norm and Clarence, two brothers. Dad died a few years ago. There's this big property with a bunch of stuff on it. They just want rid of it. They've waited long enough, and they're ready to go.
So they're not normally sellers.
They've never sold anything, ever. And I got the kids with me. I'm thinking maybe we should bring Nash and Liam.
Norman and Clarence aren't going to know what hit them.
Oh, man. Nash is like the Tasmanian devil of Pickers. And Liam is the Cheech and Chong of Pickers. He's actually quite funny. He just doesn't talk much.
So what do we do, go to the hotel?
Yeah, why don't you drop me off? I'll take the other vehicle out there, and then I'll meet you there. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, a couple of brothers.
To meet a couple of brothers.
To meet a couple brothers.
Don't get lost without me.
I might just start buying without you.
Hey, you better not.
Hello, I'm Sheldon.
Hey,
Hi.
Sheldon. I'm Norm. I'm Clarence. Welcome.
You here to show me some
Let's
stuff?
take a look.
All right.
Take a look and see what my dad collected over the years.
Did he buy and sell, or?
No, primarily bought. He would do some trading, but he really wasn't a seller.
And what did he do? Go to auction sales around here?
Yeah, around here locally, auction sales and garage sales. Dad's collection was quite enormous. I mean, Dad had everything neat and in its place. And unfortunately, none of his children have the time, perhaps, and maybe the passion for it that he did. So it's just time that other people enjoy his collection, and we'll move on.
Hey,
Here's trouble.
Scott,
Hi,
how are
Scott.
you?
Hi.
This is my son Nash, and my other son Liam.
Hi, Nash.
This is Norm and Clarence.
Hi, Norm.
Hi. How are you?
Hey.
Hey, Nash, you got your picker hat on today.
Yeah. I told these guys I got a budget. They each got $100.
Oh.
So, but you got to be gentle on them.
I got a tip for you. Don't necessarily buy the first thing you see that you like. Check it all out and then figure out what you're gonna buy.
And when you're negotiating, always start low. You didn't hear that, did you?
Because we're always going to start high.
Well, let's start at the sort of the least valuable place. And
Okay.
Now you watch, because your dad's gonna wanna start climbing.
Don't tell your mom that I'm doing this. There's some odds and sods back here, Sheldon. I think everything requires a fair bit of work.
Like you say, broken or odds and ends.
Man, there was time in the 70s where you could get $5, $10, $20 for an insulator. Now you get $5 for a box.
That's right.
You want to look at that? I have to say, I do like the purple ones.
Yeah,
Always have.
me too.
What would you pay for a purple insulator, Nash?
$5.
No, no, that's all of them.
Sold.
No. My worst nightmare is coming true. My son is buying insulators, and he's offered $5 a throw for them. You got to negotiate harder, bud. I don't even think you could get that in the 70s for an insulator.
Where did you go wrong?
$5 for like a white one
No.
and a purple one.
No,
Another
no,
purple one,
no.
white one.
$5 for 8 purple.
How much
$5
offering?
for 8.
How about $10?
$8 for 8.
Just for the purple ones.
Yeah.
Let's let her go.
Okay, shake the
you
man's
go.
hand. There, bud.
That's a deal.
I said you're gonna say Sheldon there for a second. You're the first person I've seen in 10 years buy an insulator. The only thing I'm gonna say about that is he got the best 8 insulators for $8.
But I think we better move on here.
Where's next?
Another building here. Go on in.
Oh, there's stuff in here.
Hey.
Whoa.
This is my dad's service station / blacksmith shop.
Where do you start?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. There's something I see. I see a little cabinet, and in it is a small Red Indian bottle. The smaller ones are always harder to get than the bigger ones. They're worth more money. Now, that's the best thing in here, just so you know. What would you want for that?
Oh, make us an offer.
I hate
No,
doing that.
I know.
I hate making
Much
offers.
as I hate making prices, since I didn't buy it, my father did.
There's an interesting little dynamic going on because they're not really sure what the stuff is worth. Ah, jeez. I'd like to steal it from you, but I can't. So I think I gotta offer you at least $100 for it.
What does my brother Clarence have to say about that?
Clarence? When I ask Norm, he turns to Clarence. They're just looking to be on the same page so that nobody's upset when they sell.
Yeah, $100 will let it go.
$100.
Sure.
Gone. There's one bottle. We got a deal.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. We like to get honest value for our products, for Dad's antiques.
What would you want for your 5-gallon Red Indian?
Oh,
It's a
it's
backside.
only a bucket, I guess. But
Yeah, it's just a 5-gallon oil bucket.
what do you think? 200?
I'm out. That's a tin that I would normally pay, like for a white rose, which is slightly better. That one I'd probably pay $40
Oh,
or
yeah, well-
sell it for 60 or 70. This one I'd probably pay 60, 65, sell it for 100. You know, if it was anything other than a 5-gallon, totally different game.
Okay, the 5 gallons is the most common.
Well, nobody cares about them. They're so
Okay.
big, they're hard to display, right?
Right.
If this tin was that size, it would be 600.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Cut it in half, $100.
A Red Indian 5-gallon oil tin. I want to buy it for 40 or 50 bucks, but there's no chance that's going to happen. You know what, Shell? Do you want to take a run at 100? Because we do have a guy that is interested in Red Indian right now.
Hey, we've gambled worse on
Yeah,
lesser
sure.
nags than that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's a waste of money to buy tin cans that aren't filled and aren't that much use.
What are you doing?
The mini
There's an
anvil.
anvil.
What do you want an anvil for? Do you want to drop it on somebody's head?
$8.
Nash, I like a good anvil too.
$8 for the mini one.
Where do you get these prices? You just make them up?
That's your offer?
Yeah.
You know what? That was on sale. That's $5.
Oh, you got a deal. Shake his hand
Sold.
quick.
Quick. $5, that's yours.
You can leave it there.
Mini
We'll pick it up
anvil.
later. The funny thing about raising teenagers, you just never know what they're thinking.
You like that one, eh?
Hang tight now.
How much are you looking at for this?
My son, who doesn't care about collectibles at all, is buying a railway lap.
$100?
You only got $100, remember?
60.
Oh, you're learning. 75.
70.
Oh, 75.
Oh, they're playing hardball with you, Liam.
Yeah.
It's, you'll double your money on that one. I think Liam was quite happy with what he got. He could turn it over and make a hefty profit.
Okay, guys, come on, let's go look at the big building.
I bet your dad liked to show people this.
Oh, he
this
loved it.
place.
He loved company.
Wow, hey.
Yikes. You got a ton of stuff in here. It's almost like a general store.
In the last few years, my dad, he decided to make a museum open to the public. People could come and take a look at it. So to him, it was a museum.
Quite the collection. He has everything laid out on shelves. I know we're gonna find some good things here.
And hopefully my kids won't break it in.
Is this a bullet?
No, it's a lighter.
A
See?
bullet lighter.
You take the top off.
Lighter. I want to see
It's
the
made to look
golden
like a
one.
bullet, though.
How much do you want for this little bullet lighter?
$5.
I'm not sure what my son's thinking. Liam goes straight toward an old bullet lighter.
Sure.
That's actually a good buy. We used to sell those all the time for $10 and $15. He doesn't even smoke.
No, but he does like the barbecue on occasion.
Oh, right, that must be it.
Yeah.
What would you sell a phone like that for?
$40?
That's very reasonable.
Okay, we got a deal.
Here, let me help.
We're putting that back. The mold's gonna kill us. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking.
Going.
Sheldon, look at this.
Oh, the old post office.
Do you know what I've always wanted one of these for? Is all those little knickknacks that I collect.
That's a perfect piece for repurposing. Could be a wine bottle holder, could be backlit for small collectibles.
All the keys are there, it's complete, the glass is all there. What would you sell a post office like that for? Oh, Clarence has got pain in his face.
I don't know what it's worth.
Sheldon, I don't know.
Probably 50 bucks.
No, I think it's a
No,
little
it's
more
better
than
than
50
that.
bucks.
Couple hundred?
I think it's got to be worth
90.
at least 200 bucks, maybe more.
Let's make it $250, and then we'll sell it to you.
Shake the man's hand for $250.
All right.
You don't get to buy a post office box every day. eh?
We have a little rhythm going here now.
There's something I see. You got a zigzag here with some in there. I love zigzag containers, and I see a nice blue zigzag container with some rolling papers in it. And you got the zigzag box.
Box where it came in.
What would you want for the tin and the paper holder?
20 bucks?
Can't argue with the 20 bucks. Snap that up at $20, and then I hear Liam go, whoa!
I would have paid my last 20 bucks.
It's too late now.
Gotta act fast when I'm gonna buy something.
Make us an offer.
40 bucks?
I was thinking 50, but
Good.
40 is a deal.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys. I just like the feel of this scoop.
25 bucks?
About 20.
Okay, 20 it is.
Done.
Okay, so let's do the negotiation, Nash. I think you should.
$20?
30. Done deal.
And with the hammer?
Oh, sure, the hammer gets thrown in.
I'm bringing him more often. You guys are way easier on him than me.
I'll say.
How much do you want for this?
Do you know where you
5
used to?
bucks.
$5?
What's
yeah.
that?
You know where you used to get those?
Yeah.
The Calgary Stampede.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
You'd have to throw a ring around a bottle or something, you could win one of those.
It's got the look of a bomb. And let's keep going. Keep your eyes peeled, Nash. You still got some money to spend.
I know.
I don't know what it is about 8-year-old boys and weapons. What do you want that for?
It's awesome. It looks like a medieval time.
Well, make an offer on it, but just don't pay too much because it's not real. It's
17 bucks?
no.
How about 15 bucks?
Done.
I like round numbers.
Oh, you found something, Nash. Nash is buying cannons. That's what I used to buy when I went to auctions with my mom.
How much money would these 3 things be? The big cannon, the little cannon, and the tomahawk.
What are you offering us?
Yeah, what are you going to offer us?
Let's see your...
30 bucks?
So, that sounds pretty fair.
I think so.
We got a deal.
Goodbye, Nash.
Goodbye.
That's a good buy. I think I need him buying for me more often. What did you find?
Sword.
That's a First World War, probably. Australian or English bayonet. I'm not sure how your mom's gonna feel about you having that.
20 bucks?
20. Oh, it's a bit more than that. 50.
Do you have enough money?
40.
Hey, whoa.
40 bucks.
Do you have enough money?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it when you get home?
Not going to chase any
I
of
have
your
to
friends,
put it
eh?
in a storage place.
Okay.
40 bucks, it's yours.
Can I?
Can you what?
Earn the money.
Oh, yeah.
We already shook on it. Now the question is, does he borrow it from you or does he borrow it from me?
Liam, how much money do you have left in your budget?
15.
Okay, I'll lend it to you.
Pretty good buying weapons.
I think my mom isn't gonna approve of them.
Well, she won't
Weapons.
approve of the battle axe and the sword, but the rest she will.
This way.
I loved having Liam and Nash. It was something different, and they made some really good buys.
That's a good buy for a first timer. He'll double up on that one.
I buy weapons because they're cool with their sharp ends.
small red Indian bottle. The smaller ones are always harder to get than the bigger ones.
You know what, fellas? That was just the most fun day.
It was a fun day, all right.
That was a great,
Thank you for coming.
great time, and thanks for being so nice to my little guy when you were negotiating with him.
Don't cut yourself. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Liam?
Liam! Okay, thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, my crew, go home.
Yeah. My dad's stuff's leaving now, but the offers were fair. My family will be happy with today's outcome.
Having your sons on a budget worked out really well yesterday, don't you think?
It was fun.
Well, I got some fun for us. We need to work on a budget.
I don't need a budget.
First and foremost, pick money. Got to stay in a hotel.
It's like I'm traveling with my mother.
Food money, gas money.
Just a second. There's an empty envelope there. Give me that. I got one for you.
Put a circle around it and a star in the corner.
There.
Yeah.
Beer money. That's what we need. You can keep
All right.
those. I'll keep this.
Let's try it. See how it works.
Yeah, good luck with that. So we're going to see the old neon factory.
Those are the brothers, Joe and Mike.
One of the coolest things, I think, in the history of collecting are neon signs.
Well, I'm hoping we can buy a great sign or two today.
They're closing out, selling the building. Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, I see the neon
There's
sign.
a neon sign right in front. It's a fish. Oh, is that great?
Wow, this could be good.
Really good. That is a great sign, isn't it?
Boy, it sure hits you when you pull up.
As soon as you walk in, you're just blinded by neon.
Whoa. But everywhere you look.
It's fabulous.
These are vintage signs, good old pieces.
Look at the cows. It's beautiful in there. Some of the greatest signs I've ever seen, including one with a little boy in a canoe on his head. Hey, Scott.
Hey guys, Joe.
Joe?
Hi,
Mike.
Joe.
Mike.
Sheldon.
This is quite the place you got here.
We do neon, we do prop rentals, we work in movies, we do all kinds of stuff. Our dad was kind of an eccentric guy, and when we were kids, he would always take us to junkyards and auction sales, and then it just kind of went from there.
We have goodies hidden in every corner, and every room you go into, there's always something that somebody's gonna want.
So how did you get into this?
I used to go and work with this guy, and we came to work one day, and I found him dead in his car, and they needed money to bury him, so I bought all his neon equipment for $1,500 so we could bury him, and that's how we got our neon equipment.
We're just trying to figure these guys out. For some reason, I'm getting the impression they're not in the neon business full time. Does the name the two Mikes mean anything to you?
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I was thinking that. You are infamous. The memories are coming back now. That guy's been a picker as long as Sheldon and I are longer. You used to drive into town at night, and the next morning, all the signs that were on the sides of buildings were gone.
I've been chased, shot at,
Yelled at.
run off the property.
Yeah, okay.
I was really young, maybe 9. The stuff was out there, and all you needed was a screwdriver and a bike, and you could have it.
I got a picture of where we're going here. Yeah, right. We're swimming with sharks here, man. This is not a normal pick.
I was gonna ask you if you'd part with the Turkish bath sign.
That's the oldest piece we have.
That's probably the earliest existing neon sign from Winnipeg. Probably comes from 1930, 31.
And what about the piggies? I love the piggies. I want the piggies.
$5,000 each.
$5,000 each?
Yeah.
Man.
I'm getting an education, because I knew neon is valuable, but I didn't know the good pieces were that valuable.
Most of the pieces in the front room here are Winnipeg heritage, and it's going to be very difficult to part with them. Plus, we rent them, so we're always making money over and over again.
I'm up. take us somewhere else?
Sure.
I'm now changing gears, and I'm looking at this as if I'm trying to buy off another picker at an antique show.
Let's go downstairs first.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. We might get 2 or 3 good items. These guys are pickers, and pickers always come up with good stuff.
So this here is our neon graveyard. This is where all the neon signs of businesses that have failed come to rest.
What about party?
No, that's a broken one. It was a good party.
The key here is to find the treasures mixed in amongst the average items, the broken things.
I got a Brewery's keg here.
Oh, the beer.
Found a lovely little Brewery's pony keg for beer. Still got the original faucet into it. It's got the engraved signature into it. That's a great little item.
That's a good one.
I'd go $100. They make good side tables.
I can do that.
Yeah, shake his hand. Great. Perfect. You got another one of those fish signs. I see another fish sign. It looks like the one on the outside of the building. Man, that's a biggie, eh?
That
So
is.
I think it's 14 feet long. It was in my garage, and I set my garage on fire, so it got a little burnt. But
Sure you just didn't wire it wrong?
Yeah, I can hook you up with that.
What would you do, just repaint that?
You could strip the whole thing down, and you could have it customized, you know, for your fishing lodge or whatever you want it to say.
This one has no neon, and it's been in a fire. Maybe we have an opportunity to buy it. So what would you want for something like that?
Well, like the way it sits, I'd probably blow it out for like $1,500.
I see another fish sign. We may have a shot at this one because we know we don't have a shot at the one outside. If we owned the sign and we said, paint it up and neon it for us,
Yeah.
what would it cost?
It's about $2,500 to $5,000, depending on what you want it to say, how much detail you want on it. Like if you want a cowboy job or you want a Cadillac job, it all depends. And you guys look like you want the cowboy job.
I like this sign, but I don't know if I want to.
I don't like it $1,500 worth.
Well, I really don't like writing him a blank check, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, I take Visa, dude.
Let's keep looking.
We're gonna take you up to the second floor. We've got goodies to look through
Stuff?
up there.
You got a white rose?
Yeah, I got that sign for $5.
I'll double your money.
Yeah. I bought this thing when I was 12 years old off an old garage in the north end, and I rolled it home.
And you've been hauling this around ever since?
Yeah, I've rented out to about 6 or 8 movies.
What do you want for it?
Oh, money doesn't talk on this one.
These guys are actually in the movie prop business. So there's way more money in somebody renting a piece over and over again than there is selling it at a picker price to us. How much for the Pepsi machine?
That thing's about $4,000.
Why is this one so much money?
Well, for every 100 Coke machines you would find, you'd find 1 Pepsi.
Yeah, I give you that.
And for a Pepsi guy, never been painted, works.
So that's original.
Yeah, I got it right out of the gas station in northern Iowa about 20 years ago.
What'd you pay for it?
I paid $300 for it.
You're trying to make a fair bit of profit, aren't you? He wants $4,000, which is more than retail. Even he knows it's more than retail.
I don't sell retail. I sell to, like, you know, guys that have garages, have money, they're car collectors.
So you sell more than retail?
Of course. That's the name of the game. I'm probably the hardest guy to do business with. I deal in the higher end stuff.
So you wouldn't take like $2,000 on it?
No.
25?
No, I'm out.
Well, I'm out too.
There's a few pieces upstairs you might want to have a look at.
We'll go wherever you take us. Just start selling us something.
So there's a few goodies up here.
Like a 50s sign there.
Yeah.
It's the picture of the Queen Mary in a Cunard frame. She for sale?
Sure is. How much you give me for it?
$100?
It's a Cunard White Star. White Star is like Titanic. It's 100th anniversary. It's an embossed frame. I would let it go for $150.
I just don't know that there's much room in it. I agree with you on the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the
This is the
Titanic.
year that's going to be worth it.
It's a cool thing.
I'll let it go for 125 bucks.
We bought something!
Yay! This is where we do all the neon work.
I spot immediately a piece I know very well.
Like that. Canadian, 1940.
Can I grab that?
Yeah, I love the image.
Got the great winter scene with the ski cabin and the woman with her skis. I've actually seen that sign sell at auction for around $1,100 in a little bit better condition than that one.
That's a piece you could buy and probably, there's some room in it, you could probably do something on it.
So what
but
would you do?
I'm asking $5 for it.
Rather be in at 3.
Yeah, well, I paid $4, so I'd sell it for $4.
I'll take it at 4.
All right, man. Good buy. That's the best thing you'll buy here today.
At $400, that's a steal. He was throwing us a bone because he'd said no so many times today. That's a great piece.
A good picker will extend all the branch to another guy in good faith that they'll return the favor my way one day.
Not that these are real popular. I mean, they got a great image. What would something like that sell for? The Lions International porcelain sign.
I would sell it for 250 bucks.
Can I try and grind you?
Give it a shot.
150 bucks. You make 50. I make 100 if I sell it.
200 bucks.
175.
200 bucks.
Flip for it.
I'll flip for that. Okay. You call it. Heads or tails?
Heads. Heads, I get 200. Tails, you get one for 175.
Heads! Oh! You got me. I know it's unlikely we're gonna buy any neon, but what the heck? Let's give it a shot. So little Mr. Portage there, if I wanted to buy him, how much would he cost me?
He'd be like 15,000 bucks.
You can't make it for under $20,000.
I don't think we're gonna be doing much buying here, but we did learn a few things.
This room is a tough room to buy in.
Any places that we should be going to around here that we can do some picking?
Well, you can come to my house.
Are you gonna be easier on us?
I think so.
Yeah?
All right.
Okay, well, we'll
Worth a
see you
shot.
tomorrow.
Cool.
That was great.
Thanks,
Thanks
guys.
for coming
Nice
by,
to
you
meet
guys.
Even though you're hard, both of you are hard.
man.
I feel like we met the living legend brothers here.
You know, Sheldon, I can't believe we came to a neon shop and didn't buy a neon sign. God, that's a good sign, isn't it?
I love that sign. He does have that one in the basement.
You think we could beat him up a little bit on the price of getting the neon done?
If we could get that other sign in the basement, that would salvage the day. We get the giddy-up job done?
See if we can get the giddy-up job, but try and guilt him into giving us the Cadillac?
I don't think we can walk away from that other sign now that I think of it. Let's go talk to him.
Let's see what we can do.
You guys are back?
You know what? We just couldn't leave without talking to you about that fish downstairs.
I knew you wanted to take some neon home with you.
Took another look at the one out there, and it's just too cool.
But I think we're bottom feeders today. We're going
Yeah, you're shopping in the basement today.
So you talked about maybe doing that one up for us.
You quoted us $1,500 on the fish,
Yeah.
and you said between $2,500 and $5,000. 25 the cowboy, 5's the Cadillac. So I think we can do the 15 and the 25, and maybe you can just make that cowboy sort of look like the king of the ranch for us.
Oh, you're pushing it.
Well, you know what? You're lucky because even though we are cowboys, we always do a Cadillac job.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. So I got you where you
I
need.
think that we can make a deal work here.
Yeah?
Excellent. Yeah, well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks
Perfect.
again. All of a sudden, we got the big one on, and we land him. I'm really happy. Thanks again, guys.
Hey, you know, because you came in and bought yourself a piece of neon, you can have this for your place.
Oh, excellent.
Takeout.
All right. This will,
You could have takeout from your bait shop.
You got it.
So you can leave here today with some neon.
Let's take
All
out.
right,
Hey,
guys.
thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for
Okay.
coming back.
All right.
I finally met the infamous Mike and his brother Joe, and now we're gonna have the best neon sign in the city of Calgary.
It's a good throw-in.
I love it.
Finally won one today. We got a great sign, and it's gonna be a showstopper. The image is just so good, and it's a porcelain sign.
I love it.
1940s Canadian Orange Crush. We'll make good money off that. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. Good to meet you.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, and get us some drawings on that sign. I want to see what it's going to look like.
Get them up right away for you.
I feel like parting with some stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stop at the bank on your way.
They know their stuff. They know what they're looking for.
It's a great day when you meet new guys that are into what you're into and appreciate, you know, the work that you've done.
All right, see you guys.
Well, that was fun. Looked like we were going to get pretty much skunked. And then all of a sudden we walk away with, well, the big fish.
Yeah. Can't let Keenan touch it, though.
Yeah.
On our way to see Mike, I'm looking forward to this.
But I'm holding back a little bit of the beer budget, just in case we come across something great today.
I don't even know how to respond to that. It'll be interesting to see how the negotiating goes now that we have spent a day with him. And my guess is he's a bit like me, that when he brings it in the house, it's not for sale unless somebody really wants to pay for it. I think it's this White House right here, because I can see some stuff in the front window. This is it. This is it for sure. Just drive right in.
We're going to the Pirate's Den.
Oh, look at the Coke signs on the back. Oh, gosh. I'm in love already.
Hey, guys.
How are you, bud?
Good, what's going on?
You know,
Morning, Mike.
Morning. You of all people, I would have thought would have had a door push on a screen door.
You know, I had one, but some kid came and stole it.
Yeah.
I'm not after your own heart.
Yeah, just rewards.
Come on in, you guys. Maybe we can find something in the house.
Oh, wow.
There's some great stuff in here.
There's things I would love to own, and I'm not even an advertising guy.
Look at the breweries.
Now, is that original?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool because it's made locally. That's a Winnipeg piece. It was made by a sign company right here in the city.
What would it take to part with that?
Probably $5 grand.
I don't think Mike sized us up that well yet, because I'm debating whether I shake his hand at $5 grand. I might do that.
You'd have to take all the breweries.
You know, you're watching me, aren't you? You see me thinking about it, and you go, okay, I don't really want to get rid of this, so now I'm going to add all these other things in. He figured out that I was going to buy it and then change the deal.
But you got to understand, you're in my kitchen, so it's a little different. This is all the stuff that, to me, is the stuff I'm keeping.
But, you know, if you're a good picker, you'll be able to squeeze an item or two out of me.
I just got this about 2 weeks ago at an auction sale. Picked that up for $80.
I've never seen one this size. I've seen little square ones all the time.
Yeah.
We got a buyer for this stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bank, right?
Yeah.
What would you want for that?
I'd sell that for $100.
Done.
You bought something out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
So this is the living room, dining room. So this is the more, you know, older pieces.
Orange Crush. Right on the wall is the pair to the Orange Crush sign we bought yesterday. It's the most desirable of all the cardboard Orange Crush signs. What would you want for that if you were gonna sell it?
I turned down $2,500 US for it about 12 years ago.
Seriously?
Yeah, like that's a good sign.
Oh, it's a great sign.
I would pay $1,000 for another one all day long.
Well, I was hoping you were gonna say 1,000 and I was gonna say yes.
This is going to be tough.
What about your Coke?
Those things go for like $1,500.
We've got to find a piece that we like more than Mike likes,
That's like a $1,500 sign.
and it has to be at a price that we can turn it over.
What about the two Texico tins?
They're nice. I mean, I'd probably want $1.40 each for them.
I want those Texico tins. They're nice.
Yeah.
But I don't want to pay $300 for them. Like, that's teens probably,
Yeah.
this one. That one's probably 20s.
Yeah.
I got a strategy up my sleeve on how to get them for less. I love the mid-century modern.
I have 2 of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
As my friend says, I should keep my powder dry till I've seen everything else.
Sure,
you
let's
got.
go take a look down the basement. Maybe there's something down there.
Watch your step. It's a little steep. Yeah. Cowboy boots weren't made for these stairs. I see something I gotta have here. A stubby rack.
Yeah.
I've got the sign at home without the rack. That's a rare little item, and for a stubby collector, that's a must-have. What would you need out of Stubby?
Probably like 300 bucks.
I like him. I'd rather be into it for like 150.
250, I'd let her go.
I got an idea. What about splitting the difference?
You want to flip on it?
I don't want to flip on it. I'm not doing very well with my flips.
Come on.
I'm a little bit nervous because my flipping's not been very good these days. Well, hey, let's make the flip in our favor.
Well, there you go.
You call it.
Yeah.
If we win, it's 175. If you win, it's 250.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, what do you want?
I call heads.
And we're looking at, that's a loon.
Ah, tails! All right! I got it! Finally, I win one.
It's your lucky day.
We got Stubby, 175, I'm in. Well, I want to talk to you about something that I don't think you think I want to talk to you about. It's that Danish boomerang table.
Oh, you want to buy the furniture right out of my house?
Absolutely killer Danish modern boomerang coffee table. Not only do I have about 5 people that want to buy it, my wife might like that too. What would you need for the table?
Probably 7.
I'd like to be into it for about 4.
I'm not flipping on this one. 6?
500 bucks.
Okay, 500 bucks.
I love it. I love it. And there's one other thing. One last thing.
It's always the last thing.
He's digging deep.
I want those Texico tins. Pull out the 2 brown ones.
All right, we're in. Bookends.
I'm taking my tins and going home.
Attaboy.
Mike's told us he used to slap a bunch of money down in front of somebody to make him do a deal. That's exactly what we did to him today. It's the best thing in the world to beat the master at his own game.
Hey, Mike, I guess money talks.
Money talks, man.
When you go into the ring against somebody that's as good as you just try not to get dropped. And I think we came out of this pretty well. We got some good things, and we came out without our nose bloody. These are just so sweet. Good deal for me. Got them right where I wanted them on that one. That's top the heap when you come to modern furniture. That's a great buy for us.
That's a good little card, eh?
That's a great little card.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Mike,
Thank
that was
you
great.
guys. Yeah, it's been great.
That was a lot of fun.
There'll be more stuff the next time you come.
You come pick me, too.
Yeah, I will. The day was awesome. I think we're very similar. That's probably why, we really hit it off today.
I'm pretty happy with what we picked. We got some good stuff from Mike.
Yeah?
He's a fun guy to negotiate with, though.
He is. As usual, we blew the hell out of the budget. And budget is not your forte.
I like handling the budget, particularly the beer side of the budget. I like that side of the budget. We're here today waiting for the delivery of the fish sign that we bought in Winnipeg. I can hardly wait to see it. There's John.
Hey, I'll give you a hand.
Oh, everything get here smoothly?
See ya.
Yeah, it's here smooth except tired, man. It's a long...
Where's the fish?
Mike said he'll bring that tomorrow. Didn't have it ready. He doesn't mind bringing it out.
I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to see that fish.
That's good. We should maybe put the plywood across here.
I think it'll be okay. We don't have much.
It's much easier if it's on top.
It's all right.
I'm going back in, man. I'm leaving this to you.
Oh,
The hell was that?
oh no.
You on the phone?
I just stumbled on the curb.
Oh my God.
Guys, it's my fault. I was carrying it. I slipped
Well,
on the
it sure
curb.
as heck isn't the sidewalk's fault.
It was a stupid mistake.
If we paid him very much, we'd have to dock him pay. But we pay him so little, I don't know how we deal with this.
You know, with about 6 or 7 more years of training, I think you'll get it. You made it!
How you doing?
Hey, good to see you. You guys have never heard of a tarp.
Oh, no, that's extra. This was so it would be weathered when we got here.
Nice paint job.
Some cowboy did that.
That's beauty. I am so excited about that sign. I didn't think it was going to look half as good as it does.
We want you guys to take the tail.
Oh, that's the heavy end.
Yeah.
I was always taught water and electrical doesn't mix.
Yeah, neon signs were meant to go out in the rain. It is a fish after all.
Beauty. Look at that.
That's great.
Fantastic. I love it.
Well, I'm going to go sit in my easy chair and watch you guys get to work putting it together, man.
So what happens? The glass gets attached now?
Yeah.
16 pieces of glass.
Hopefully there's not more.
Yeah. So driving 1,400 kilometers, you're just asking for problems. Trucks on the highway are spewing rocks. You hit some bumpy roads. It's construction. It's easier to bring it in pieces. All right, that's it, guys. Plug it in.
Whoa. Whoa! Fantastic! Yeah.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Does that look great?
I can't believe it actually works.
I can't. To be honest, I can't either.
That just snaps out at you. That's great.
That is beautiful.
I love it.
I got to take a picture of that and send it to a couple buddies
And if you
right now.
stand-
You
There you
can't
go.
sell it while we're in the building. That's not fair.
I don't think I'd sell it for less than 10 grand. That's so cool. You could not replace that sign for under 20 grand. Okay, turn around, Mike. Smile.
Guys, it didn't
Smile
pay
like you're in
enough.
the prison lineup again.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Joe, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't think it would look this good.
You guys did ask for the Cadillac job.
I'd put that in my house, let alone on a store or in a barn or something like that.
This calls for a beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, you guys.
Here's to a Cadillac job for a cowboy price.
Yeah, and bringing it out, too.
Yeah.
That's above and beyond you
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, that's the Cadillac service.
Wally! What are you doing here? Whoa, look at that. Here, I'm getting the hang of it now.
Can you give me a hand and grab my legs as I come down?
No,
I need help.
I don't trust you, Scott. Well, I'm relying on the treasure map. This is the unnamed range road.
I don't think this is a range road. I think we're in a farmer's field.
Hey, guys,
What are you doing?
there's some tape on some of the stuff.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
So did you give Keenan a job he can handle this time?
I had him clean some stuff, and I hope he's not, I don't know, gluing the stuff he's broken back together again.
What do we have so far?
Well, there's the busted neon sign.
Oh,
Guys, it's my fault. I was carrying it. I slipped.
Well,
on the
it sure
curb.
as heck isn't the sidewalk's fault. And we've got our screwed up appraisal that we got to try and figure out.
I was out at one of the bars. I met a girl. She's an antique specialist. She's very good looking. It's worth talking to her, and she seems to know her stuff.
I like Keenan. Just not sure he's the right guy for the job. We've always done well in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, there's been lots of good old country store stuff.
Did you know Regina used to be called Pile of Bones?
Seriously?
Yeah, there's so many buffalo bones by the river.
Oh, okay.
That was its early name. Well, you're gonna laugh, Scott, but I got mailed this. It's a treasure map, I think.
A treasure map?
Yeah, near Moose Jaw. You just take Highway 2, you go past the chickens, and look for a barn on the right.
Where do you get these leads from?
Lorne. Lorne mailed it to me. Lorne's a friend of somebody's friend. Lorne said he's got a ton of stuff, and I thought, well, we'll just take a little bit of a leap of faith.
So where's the starting point?
Well, here in Regina, and we'll head towards Moose Jaw. Hey, it's Saskatchewan. We're bound to see something on the way to Moose Jaw.
Let's see if we can do some door knocking or quick picking. Hey, look. Flood sale.
Flood sale?
Flood sale? What the heck's a flood sale?
I don't know.
It's where you buy your pants?
Let's go check it out. Turns out it's in an antiques mall. Whoa. Where do you start?
Wow. Generally, we don't pick in an antique store, but it's always nice to go in once in a while just to see what's selling and, more importantly, what isn't selling.
Don't buy anything that's wet on the bottom.
Hi there, how you guys doing? Gary.
Scott, nice to meet you. Where's the flood sale?
Flood sale's right here.
So where did it flood?
Flooded at my house.
Oh, okay, not here.
Not here, no.
This is a mall, obviously. There's a whole bunch of different dealers in here.
Yeah, there's 17, 18 dealers in the mall.
When you're in an antique mall, the worst problem is the dealers aren't normally there. This time we've got a dealer who's there. Walk us around.
I'll walk you around. The items I have are scattered throughout the mall, some upstairs, some downstairs.
I'm heading this way, bud. I'm doing my antique scope. What I'm hoping is that there's one or two gems in here that somebody hasn't figured out what they're worth. Oh, an airplane prop?
Yeah.
Yikes! $14.25?
The rest of the airplane's outside.
It better be.
So, Gary, we're buying for resale. Anything that think we can make a buck on?
Well, I'm sure if you find something in there, we can make a deal on it.
Cool, it's an ashtray, it looks like, and a cigarette
That's
holder.
a cigarette dispenser.
Yeah.
1920s.
So watch this. You load them up this way.
Yeah.
You do this.
Oh, yeah. That's so much fun I could start smoking.
I can honestly tell you I've never seen one exactly like this. I've seen lots of different
I
things
love when you say
like this.
things like that.
He's got $225 on it, which is way too much for us. It's not very politically correct these days.
Mm-hmm.
I do $100 on it, and I'm gonna try and flip it for 150.
Why don't we go 1.5?
I'll tell you what, I'll go 125. That's all I can do on it.
Why don't we come back to it and see what you got for later on?
Okay, I'm 125, but that's my bottom
Okay,
line on that. I
let's
can't
sit
do
on
any
that.
more. Oh, he's got a red Indian. There's something I wouldn't mind like taking a look at, the red
Sure.
Indian quart. Yeah. McCall Frontenac Red Indian quart oil bottle. We're always looking for Red Indian. It's the #1 seller in oil and gas. What's your best on that?
So, 1.5?
I want the McCall Frontenac bottle no matter what. So I'm at 125, $250 for the pair. We package the Little Elephant and the McCall Frontenac bottle. My fear is we're gonna walk out with nothing.
I'll do 300. I am going low on these things.
275.
You hate that 300 mark, don't you?
275. I gotta make money on this. I
understand.
Yeah.
Let's go 295. Done.
295.
295.
Okay.
All right.
It's hurting me, Sheldon. Show us some other areas.
There's treasures everywhere.
Sheldon, look at the motorcycle.
That's a Harley Davidson.
I can tell right away this is better than your average kiddie ride. It's got the old 50s look. It's got a 50s Springer seat on it, 50s gas tank. I don't think it's a Harley Davidson. I think somebody made it into a Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson, yeah. That's good.
Want to go for a ride?
Okay, well, how come it ain't working?
Oh, jeepers, let me see.
Did it steal my money?
Is she plugged in?
It just stole my money.
How does it feel?
Yeah. You would know.
Did you put 2 quarters in it?
Oh, is this yours?
Yes.
You met Lorraine?
I just did.
Oh, look at that.
Magic.
Where do I put my
He
feet?
was using those fake coins.
Whoa. Here, I'm getting the hang of it now. Do my interpretation of Indian Larry. He died doing that. It's a good one, but yikes, $3,500.
That's worth it.
$3,500, which is way too much for us to pay.
Sharpen that pencil, Lorraine.
Yeah, what would be your knock 'em down, drag 'em out price?
25. Well, I know these fixed up and all complete are about 5,000 in Vegas.
We're not in Vegas, right?
I know.
We're in Regina.
And we do have to get to Moose Jaw.
Yeah. You see, I love it, but I can't just buy with my heart. I gotta buy with my head, too.
Thank you.
Who's that guy?
I think I've got to have 2,500 for it.
I'm thinking that it's a good unit, but I don't want any part of it at 2,500.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I'd like to be on it, and I know you're not gonna like it. I'd like to be in it at 15.
Got to go higher than that.
Well, I don't like negotiating with myself. Where are you at?
22. That's my bottom price. That's a good buy.
You wouldn't just jump in and say 2, a nice even round 2?
No.
22 will help you load.
I got an idea. You got lots of stuff in here, right?
Right.
How about if we give you the 22, but you give us $200 credit on something else we can find in the store that you don't have as much money into?
Oh, that's an interesting twist.
Still only getting 2.
Well, it depends. You might have $1 in the things that we take from you, right? I've been doing shows for a long time, and I know that when I'm selling, I'd rather give more stuff to get the same amount of money than give a discount on the money. So how about that? That's a compromise. You're getting a good coin. You've had it for a while, had some entertainment out of it, and we'll see if we can move it along for a few bucks. We'll ride this baby out of here. Deal?
All right. Thanks.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I got my $2,000. Let's go look and see what you've got.
Okay, well, look around.
I'm looking
There's
forward
stuff
to this.
everywhere. All right.
Lorraine, I think I found something.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Got a lovely little Ingersoll store display, probably 1920. Still got all the little hooks in it, so somebody that collects either Ingersoll watches or just watches can use that as a display. Real nice little piece that'll go with my country store collection.
Good.
You got $375 on it?
Yes.
I'll give you $175 and we'll call it a day.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And I'm taking my toy and going home.
Okay.
I think we pulled a rabbit out of the hat.
I think we can get $300 for the McCall Frontenac bottle. The Elephant cigarette dispenser's a little tougher call, but I think we can probably get $175 for that. I still don't like picking in antique shops, but today we were lucky enough to get the best item in the shop. So you got any good leads for us?
Well, there's a fellow by the name of Wally you should go check out. He has a heck of a collection of oil and gas.
Where's he?
Yeah.
He lives in Avonlea.
Prince Edward Island.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Where's Avonlea?
Up the hill and around the corner.
Yeah.
Follow the yellow brick road?
Just down, way down the road.
Thank you so much.
Guys, have a safe trip.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, guys.
Where's the road to Avonlea? Well, it wasn't really a flood sale, was it?
No.
The only flood was the flood of money out of our pockets.
Although if it keeps raining here, it will be a flood sale.
I'm off to see the wizard. Because. I sure hope this little jaunt to Wally's is worth deviating from the path of our treasure map.
Hey, it's a couple 100 kilometers. No big deal in Saskatchewan.
That's right. That's like next door. So I wonder how many tourists find their way to Avonlea, Saskatchewan, thinking they're going to Prince Edward Island.
I didn't even know Lucy Maud Montgomery was in Saskatchewan.
Keep your eyes peeled.
There, I bet you it's that
Oh
concert.
yeah, look at the tractors. Let's squeeze in here.
Yeehaw, this looks good. I'd like to buy a tractor.
Yeah, I'd like you to buy a tractor.
Let's go meet Wally.
Hi. You must be Wally.
I guess so, that's what they call me.
Scott, how are you?
Nice to meet you, Wally.
So what's the story with this? You got a bunch of nice old tractors, I see.
Well, I was brought up in this stuff back in the 30s and the 40s, and I just kind of got attached to it.
I particularly like the pink case.
Yeah, somebody had a real imagination when they painted that.
You got anything to sell us, Wally?
I'm pretty picky.
Okay. He's got a couple of trailers. There's one large building. All sorts of stuff to look at.
Wally!
Be careful.
What are you doing here?
Well, just getting started. Just be careful, you might get buried. We'll never find you.
How long have you had this like this?
Half a lifetime, 40 years.
Oh, you've been having some fun, Wally. Auction sales, is that?
Yeah, I go to a lot of auctions.
Mostly local auctions, Wally?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Wow. The entrails of every auction in Saskatchewan over the last 40 years are in that room. Have you thought of psychiatric help?
We're way beyond that here.
That's what they said when I said the pickers are coming. I have no idea how much stuff I've got. Just accumulated.
So is everything in here for sale?
Well, if you want to buy it all.
No, I don't want
to.
No, is every individual item in here for sale?
Well, we'll pick and choose.
It's quite a collection. You get some fun out of this?
Well, it's getting to be more of a labor than a picnic. I don't need all this stuff I got around me.
Well, let's get picking.
Good luck, fellas.
Thanks, Wally. Find anything, Scott?
Well, yes and no. Everything's a little beat.
Hey, how about this guy? You take him to bed at night.
I'm out.
Some real rough and tumble goods. So now it becomes even more of a challenge. You really have to look closely because there are some treasures in there.
Looks like you got a John Deere sign over there.
Lift her out of there.
Oh. Okay, there we are. It's a beater, but it is an early John Deere piece.
That's right, that's one of the originals.
It's been ridden hard and put away wet, I think. John Deere is a great name. Anything that says John Deere on it's worth 200 bucks. But that was toasty. Yeah. So somebody's bent it over. Look at how many shots have gone through this.
Oh, somebody got a good shot and hit the deer.
Look at this one, the M16. What would you want for a sign like that?
I suppose if I got over 1,000, then...
Oh, if you got over 1,000, you'd win the lottery. I think it's probably worth $1,000 if it was in good shape.
Oh, they're worth more than $1,000 in good shape.
I hate leaving a John Deere sign, but to me, that's like a $200 sign.
Ooh.
All right, Wally, we need a $50 credit on our next purchase for hauling this out of here for you.
Unless you sell it to us for 200 bucks.
For 300, did you say?
Wally's not a seller. Wally is a buyer, but there's always hope. This is the kind of place you could find something really interesting. Keep your eyes open for like tins with buffaloes on them, buffalo oil. Yeah. You could find one in here. Oh, look at the mobile oil crate.
That's where I was heading.
I was hoping you wouldn't see it, but since you did...
Oh, what's the price?
Well, a couple $100.
Ouch!
I'll bet you can't find another one.
No, I think you're right, but even so.
It's rare enough to find the can, but who saved the crate, eh? And I have one of those crates in nice shape.
That's a little too rich, I think, to turn a profit on.
Did you want some help there, bud?
No, I'll figure it out.
That one turns too.
I don't want to have to report your demise.
Yeah, we may have to bury him right here.
How about your John Deere bike?
Yep.
Girl's bike? 1970, because it's made in Taiwan.
They were assembled in Taiwan. John designed the bike.
Sheldon, what do you think on this? You think 50 bucks on this girl's bike?
Can't go too far wrong.
I think he's dreaming, isn't he? 125.
Okay, well, I think you want more for them than I want to pay.
He's a tough nut, and he knows he should sell. He just can't get over the hump. Just a second. I wish I would have seen this to start with.
Licensed junk collector.
I think one of my grandchildren gave me that.
You sell us some stuff or we're going to take your license away.
The money doesn't mean as much to me as the stuff. So what?
You got a collection here, Wally. This Minneapolis Moline, that's just a...
You like that, don't you?
I do. Is that one that you'd part with?
If I had 1,800, you could have it. But you'd have to get it out of here.
Wally's one of the guys that we like. We may not buy much off him, but he's got a good heart, he likes the stuff, and he's fun to be around.
Well, you might have a landslide.
Man, I'm heading towards the Husky oil tin.
I know you want that fox.
Send the can out this way.
Okay, well, first what I'm going to do is try to figure out a way to keep this fox from falling. When I was going for the Husky tin, it was propping up an old stuffed fox that was riding a bike, I think, or something.
Oh, no, the fox is going, Scott. No, no, no. Save the fox.
He did.
I saved the fox.
Good job, Scott.
When you're looking at advertising, the thing that grabs everyone's eye is the picture on it, the visual. Husky Oil has a great husky dog on it.
Well, anything under $40, and I would leave it there. Not a nickel less than 50 bucks.
You said 40.
So it's 50.
Here, catch.
That's just the price of the can, hardly the price of the can, but that's what
no
you get.
No charge for the dust, right?
All right.
Done.
Yeah.
I would normally expect to buy that for $15, $20, $25. We had to pay double that to get it from him, but we'll get 100 for it, no problem.
Here, Scott. Fill up a basket with some goodies there.
I'm trying. There's tins galore here. Just a little too far gone, it looks like, most of them. Most of the stuff's just average stuff that we can't sell anymore. There's no market for it.
I don't know if we've wasted our time or not, but it's not looking good.
Okay, let's go to the next little area. Oh, here we are. But when we get into the back room, I spot an old box of tins. That's a nice tin.
Rare, rare.
So I start pulling them out, and there's a couple really scarce buffalo oil tins. That one's really rough, but it's a rare one. Early Canadian company, Winnipeg, Calgary, really tough to get. Good visual with the buffalo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tins.
Okay.
What would you do for the lot of them?
$1,000 bucks.
Yikes, $1,000 bucks.
Yeah, that's. You can't just go out in the street and buy those.
Well, you're right about that.
Buffalo Oil, that company's been out of business since back in the 20s or 30s, and everybody wants it because there isn't enough to go around.
You got 6 tins, $600.
$650. That is a deal.
Okay, done.
All right.
And that should cause Wally to not sleep tonight at all. So you got this arcade game here.
Yep.
What would it take, a penny or a nickel? A little arcade with a clown's head on top, coin operated, would spit out a little toy for a price.
They were large clear plastic eggs, and they'd have something in like a ring or a toy.
Right. What do you think? He's got to be worth 50 bucks. What do you say?
No, for $50, you would, guys.
We're being too tough on you?
Yeah. If you can't get 100 bucks out of that, you can't get anything.
All right, 100 bucks.
The next break comes my way.
Okay, next break goes your way.
Oh, they're pretty tough. You got to hammer back and forth for a while, and eventually somebody gives in.
Well, let's go take a look at the trailer you got beside us first. I just wanted to give us a little time because I could tell Wally was getting a little testy. He thought we were undervaluing his stuff.
Can we just march our way in here?
Sure, yeah.
You got some nice signs in here, Wally. This is great. We're into a honey hole.
Hey, Wally, if we see something, can we just yell out to you?
Yeah, sure.
How about your Coke button, Wally?
No, not even for $1,000.
What about your Chesterfield cigarette sign?
No.
Okay.
You can have my wife first.
What about your Ford part sign?
No,
It's a bit bent.
it's worth big bucks, so even with a bend in it.
Is this for sale? Nope. Is this for sale? Nope. Is that for sale? Well, no.
What about your Dominion tires?
They're hard to find nice, yeah.
So what you're saying to us is you want to sell us the stuff you don't think is nice.
I mean, if they're taking a lot of lower grade stuff, I'd have been happy as could be. But when they just want the top stuff, I'm not enthused.
What's your price on it?
700.
Ooh, 700.
Pretty quiet in there. You need some help in there?
We need to find something that you'll sell us.
Would you part with an anvil, Wally?
I just paid $250 for one yesterday, so be careful.
What would you want for that?
About 100 and a quarter.
Boy, that's not bad, Wally.
150, somewhere in there. That's cheap at 150.
How much does he want?
150.
I thought he said 125.
He started at 125 and he's working his way up.
Yeah, well, you're paying for the stand now.
I think you should shake his hand at 100 and a quarter, though.
100 and a quarter? I think that's about as much as I'd spend on that.
Is that right?
Yeah. 100 and a quarter it
100
is.
and a quarter
Good.
it is. Well, yeah, they're persistent.
Okay, what about your big shell? This old tin one.
It'd probably come out of a junk pile.
But that's an oldie.
It's a whole lot older than you are.
A really, really good old sign. Overpainted, but I think we can get that paint off that. It's in rough shape, but I've never seen another one.
No, neither have I.
So what would you sell this one for?
300.
300 bucks. Shake the man's hand.
300 bucks.
300 bucks, sir.
That's a deal.
I'm pretty happy about this place.
Yeah.
When you start adding up what we bought, we actually did buy a fair bit of stuff, and we'll make some good money off the stuff we did buy.
I didn't think old Walter would part with this one.
That's a really, really good old sign. At $300, snapped it up. We should be able to double up on that, no problem. I'm really happy with these buffalo tins. A couple of them aren't worth 100, but a couple are worth several hundred. We should turn that $650 into $1,200 pretty quick.
And these are always fun. It's got a good look to it. Should get 150 for that.
Hey, Wally, it was fun.
Oh, yeah, that was a different day.
It's been a really good time. Thanks a lot.
Come back someday, I might get rid of some more. Keep
You
in
still
touch.
owe me 50 bucks on those tins.
Everybody went away happy.
You know, I really enjoyed meeting Wally, spending some time with him.
We were lucky to get a couple good things out of him, though.
I'll say.
We should have done a blanket deal on all the tractors.
I like the way you think, Scott. You think big. Just like Saskatchewan. You ever been to Moose Jaw?
Never been to Moose Jaw.
Nice little main street.
Look at the old Al Capone. Oh, that's right. Al Capone was here at one point in time.
That's the
and
rumor.
there's still some underground tunnels.
Oh, it's a tourist attraction.
Seems like a long way from Chicago.
Yeah, I think he was hiding out here. Prohibition, right? And don't get us lost, we've got the map.
Hey, you're navigating, I'm driving. I'm just relying on you completely for everything I do.
Well, I'm relying on the treasure map. We got a map with a treasure chest and some directions to how to get to the treasure chest. And that's how we've ended up here today, right outside Moose Jaw.
Why did Lauren send you that map? Why didn't Lauren just tell you where to go, so to speak?
Oh, we'd never find it.
First time I've ever been picking with a treasure map, I can say that much.
You gotta go up the Trans-Canada, 10K to a mechanic's shack.
Mechanic's shack.
So then 10K past that, then another right to the chicken farm.
How do you know that's a chicken farm and not Kentucky Fried Chicken? The map was easy to follow. Sheldon's instructions weren't that easy.
When we find a house in the barn at the end of a gravel road, we'll know we're there. All right, maybe it's not this road. Which way is south?
I have no idea.
Just a lot of gravel roads out here, Scott. I've always prided myself at looking at the world from a different angle, and the map, I think, was upside down, but I think Lauren's got us going around in a circle here, to tell you the truth. I don't get this map at all. If you hit the airplane hangar, CFB Moose Jaw, you've gone too far.
I think I'm gonna turn around and go back.
Just don't get us stuck again. We're right beside a Canadian Air Force's base. Hey, look at that plane coming in. Oh yeah, we've been spotted.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna strafe us.
He's coming right at us.
What a great thing. I'd love to go up and fly in one of those things.
Yeah, this is looking right.
I don't think this is a road, Sheldon.
No, this is the unnamed range road.
I don't think this is a range road. I think we're in a farmer's field. You had your eyes checked lately.
It's a long way to come on a treasure hunt.
It wasn't my idea. Now that's a good sign. There's a nice old barn in the back. You know what? I don't see anything else on the horizon. I'm going in here.
I think this could be it, Scott. Nice
Old
barn.
truck.
X marks the spot. Let's go see if we can find Lauren. Hey, I bet this is our guy right here.
The old days he'd have been riding up on a horse, you know.
Or a tractor. Nice quad. Wonder what he wants out of it.
I feel like I'm in a Fellini movie. This thing gets closer and closer and closer. It just takes 15 minutes to get there.
Hey, Lauren.
Welcome to the
Sheldon.
Tilson Farm.
Nice to meet you. We got your map.
Okay.
We were a little thrown off by the distances, but I think we figured it out.
I'm glad the boys did finally figure out my map. I guess I had a little trouble with some of it because it wasn't quite as accurate as it could have been.
But we got here anyway.
You made it. Well, that's the main thing.
Hey, we heard you had a bit of a treasure trove here.
I was a Texico distributor for since 1967, so things accumulate. You know, some of the things that I accumulated back in 67, I guess are antiques by now.
Is there stuff in all these buildings?
Just about all these buildings have some stuff in it. I'm sort of a pack rat, I guess. I've got to give up some of it, and I felt you guys were the best ones to take a look at, see what I've got.
Show us where you want to go first.
Okay, we might as well go down to those two sheds down there first. Might as well jump on, have a ride.
You won't go too fast then?
Well, I got good brakes, though.
Onward. Come on, hurry up, hurry up.
I wasn't very impressed with the fact that Sheldon decided to plant himself right on the front of that ATV.
I don't usually get a chance to beat Scott to the punch. So what you got in here, Lauren?
Well, there's quite a few little goodies in there that you can make use of.
I don't know about goodies, but let me take a look. Can I climb on here?
If you break it, you buy it.
So far, I haven't seen anything to buy.
Uh-oh.
Some seats out of an old vehicle here.
That's an old windshield.
Well, that's a Model A windshield. Yep.
Little wagon wheels there, Shell.
Yeah.
Anyone buying wagon wheels anymore?
Well, I'm concerned because we put on a lot of miles on the treasure hunt and we need to buy some things here. No treasure in here, I don't think, Lauren.
If you stand out of the way for a sec, Lauren, I'm going to swing out.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Lauren says he's got other stuff in other buildings, so I'm willing to give it a chance. You still a Texico guy?
Well, yeah, I am Texico at heart.
I love getting in the garage.
Well, there's quite a bit of stuff in here.
This is where it all happens, eh, Lauren?
Just go ahead, wherever you want to look.
You got
If I break it, he'll buy it.
Sure.
I'm searching for something that's a little bit harder to get to, something that maybe hasn't been touched for a while.
Ah!
I find a little Sky Chief sign, and I know that's a pretty good little sign. Hey, what about that, Lauren?
Oh, yeah, you found it, eh?
Huh, she's a little bit dinged, but it's a nice sign.
There are a couple versions of that sign. This one is a very flexible one, which tells you this is one that was actually screwed onto a gas pump.
How about 75?
How about 60? That'll
Okay,
keep.
let's go $70.
70 it is. Done.
We broke the ice.
Good. Thanks, Lauren.
Okay. I guess we became friends after that.
Now that is a becoming hat.
Oh my gosh,
That
sakes,
looks
that looks
pretty
all
good.
right, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
A lot of the stuff that Lauren has is a little obscure, and it's not stuff we see every day. My strategy is to get a bunch of stuff, try and get him to make the first offer, and then go from there.
You got some old oil bottles here, it looks like.
Yeah.
The first 2 bottles I pull out are no names, and then I'm starting to dig a little deeper, and I find a wire basket. This is fantastic. Hey, Scott.
What?
I think I got something you might enjoy. A McCall Frontenac pint bottle and another McCall Frontenac pint bottle.
And the pints are always harder to get than the quarts.
So I plunk them down, and we're starting to get a bundle of things.
Always like to look up at an attic just to see if there's some long-lost orphan up there. Ugh. Hey, Sheldon, I got something to pass down to you.
Oh, yeah?
It's a killer Texico sign that's made to look like it's 3-dimensional. I've been doing this a long time, and I've never seen that sign.
Isn't that a beauty?
Texaco motor oil, that was discontinued in '67. They were just changing over.
I think that might even be earlier than 50.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if there's anything else we got here.
And you know, I've sort of forgot about a lot of them because I don't get up there that often.
I hate to leave a shed or a barn without checking every inch of it. I saw something over here. Hey, Sheldon.
Yeah.
I'm coming down. Can you give me a hand and grab my legs as I come down?
No.
I need help.
I don't trust you, Scott.
They're not real, Scott. They're just...
What happened to the top of them?
I don't know. I never did find the top for them. That's what I was waiting for.
That way. As I'm coming down, Sheldon's bringing boxes and more stuff out, and I spot a couple Red Indian tins and an old Abilene tin on the shelf, and I put them in the pile. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff here, Shell, that you pulled out. This whole box of stickers. I don't think it's all real old stuff, but I figured we'd just take the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So we're talking about that bundle,
Two Red Indian cans, 2 Red Indian bottles, a Haviland,
the box of decals,
and this metal sign.
Yep.
Now we've got a critical mass here.
What are you going to offer me?
What about $500?
We got to do a lot better than that.
What do you think?
There's about $3,000 worth of stuff there.
And I'm looking around going, where?
Where did that come from?
I can't figure it out. Okay, what do you value most?
Like these signs here, what would you
Well, there's
pay
only
for
one Sky Chief, though. The rest of them are generic stuff.
Well, even if you value them at $2 a piece, you know, there's quite a few of them in there.
He valued that box of stickers way more highly than we did. He was looking at those as being dozens, maybe hundreds, at $2 a piece. But you know how long it's going to take us to get our $200 back out of them, let alone make any money on them?
That's right, yeah.
What I'd rather do, frankly, is I'd rather just cherry pick the 5 items I want than pay more money for the rest of it.
Why don't we leave this one separate?
Well, I wanted to do it in a bunch. I made, we started off, but we're too far apart.
He's not going to let us parse it out. He wants to sell the whole works. So we're going to have to do some thinking.
These here, that's worth a lot of money, eh?
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of money out of these ones.
Well, that's why we were offering you 100 to throw on.
Go ahead. I threw out some figures. You threw out some figures. We're a long way apart. I'm trying to get the most I can out of it. I know they're trying to get it down as cheap as they can, but I pretty well know my bottom line.
Okay, I'll recalculate. So.
He does this often. He recalibrates.
Yeah, I hope he's going up.
So here's where I'm coming from now. 8.
Whoa. Hey, you're stepping up there.
I come up to $800, mostly because of the 2 McCall Frontenac pint bottles.
Well, I'll tell you what, go $1,000.
I got you see, you're hurting me here.
Lauren's a tough negotiator.
We got to try and make money off it too, right?
Well, I know you're in it to make money.
I'm still uncomfortable at 1,000, but I take another good look at that old Texico sign, look at the markings on the bottom, and I think that sign might be a 1930s sign.
So let's make a deal.
$1,000.
Okay, you got it.
Done.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Well, they're good negotiators. If I were in business yet, I'd be trying to hire them to set up some dealers for me.
Anywhere else we can do any more damage?
Yes, I got one more shed you can look at.
Lead away.
This is where we've got quite a bit of old stuff in here too.
There's got to be a diamond in the rough there. I see something I want to look at. Oh, they're pigs.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my God.
They're complete, eh?
What are you into there, Scott?
There's a couple smaller Texico signs. Sweating like a pig, but I find 2 good Texico light-up signs. What would you sell a couple of Texico signs like that for?
A couple $100 a piece.
Would you do 3 for the pair?
Seeing your shit's nice, guys, I'll do 3 for the bear.
Shake the man's hand, shall?
I thought on some things Lauren was more than reasonable. Let me ask you about that Ford truck in the corner there.
Okay, that's a 28 Ford truck, and that was the first year that Ford made the Model A, or it's an AA, being a truck. I'm not getting anything done on them.
When you say them, you're talking about the other truck that I
Well,
walked
both
by.
of them, yeah. That other one's a 31. If you guys want them, you get them for $2,500 a piece.
What about a matched pair, Scott? S and S.
Don't even think about it. Lauren knows a lot more about cars than we do. He's selling it to us at essentially what he can get for it, which means that's all we're gonna be able to get for it. We're out on those. Sheldon, I found something for Keenan.
What's that?
It's the Minimum Wage Act of Saskatchewan, 1977. Every
boy.
employee shall be paid at a rate of wages not less than $3 per hour.
Perfect. We didn't buy a lot of things, but what we did find, I think we're gonna do really well on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Next time you send me a treasure map, I'll know exactly where to come.
I like these boys.
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out of here without killing myself.
You got in there.
They're going to make money on their purchases, but that's what they're here for.
T for Texas.
We got the pair for $300. That's a screaming deal for us.
What am I going to do with it? I might as well go with somebody that can do something with it.
Those little red Indian pines are so hard to find. Well, the whole pile together, $1,000, that's a screaming deal for us. We'll come back and take another look up there. I think there's stuff I haven't seen yet.
There may be, sure. Well, you're welcome back anytime, you guys. Golly, it's been a good day. It's been a really good day, yeah. Take care, guys.
Hey, well, as it turned out, the treasure map was pretty good.
Yeah, it's surprising that we did actually find some treasure at the end of this one.
There's some good picking in Saskatchewan.
If only we could get a treasure map every time we go on the road.
Yeehaw.
Just be careful, bud.
Let's see what this baby will do.
You got your Class 6 driver's license?
We bought this motorcycle kiddie ride in Regina. Very fortuitous having a Harley dealership so close.
Yeah, I can go visit my bike. It's in storage right now.
Oh, yeah.
Where better to sell a motorcycle kiddie ride than to a Harley shop? Whoa, watch the merchandise there, bud.
This should be fun.
Okay, Keenan, thanks.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back to the warehouse. I got some things I can work on there.
Excellent. I like you showing initiative.
Thanks a lot.
Mick, how are you doing?
Good. What's happening? What's up here?
This is my buddy Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon. How are you? Glad to meet you.
We brought you something sort of off the wall.
This is a Hartley Davidson.
Somebody just put that on a few years ago, I think.
Are one of you two going to ride it for me, or what?
We wanted to see you get on and show us how it's
I'm not
done.
insured for bikes this powerful.
Oh, there it goes.
All right.
I can tell right away that Mick loves that kiddie ride, but he's playing his cards a little close to his vest.
Back when this was probably made, 50 cents went a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot further than it goes
Well, I
today.
think it probably started at a dime.
Yeah. What's happening with it? What are you thinking?
Well, we were thinking that you might be interested.
Maybe we could make a trade for something?
I was
know you
thinking
guys are into
straight
that.
across. This one would work right here.
Well, we could have some fun with it. Well, it's a pretty unique little bike. It's one that I haven't seen over the years, and I've seen an awful lot of the rides and toys, and that kind of stuff catches my interest.
We're into this one for a lot, so if we were going to do a cash deal, it would have to be $3,000. I've got my bikes upstairs, and one of them I'm thinking of getting a bunch of work done too, so we could maybe do that.
I would certainly look at that, and let's talk. I'm
Good. Thanks,
definitely
Mick.
interested. I like the trade system.
Mick says that he doesn't want an outright purchase, doesn't want to outlay too much cash. So we were talking about it. We were thinking 25 cash, 25 in sort of trade.
I wouldn't be interested in going that high. We could do something like $1,000 and $2,500 worth of accessories for your bike.
How about if we go to $1,500 and $3,000 trade.
1,503.
So we can get most of our money back because we paid more than that for this. And I've got some work that has to be done on my Harley upstairs, extended handlebars and that kind of thing. So 1,500 cash, 3,000 trade.
I think we can make a deal.
Done.
We got a deal.
Hey, love it. That's a great deal for Mick, too. He's got one of the best motorcycle kiddie rides you'll ever have.
Where I would put this is over in the diner.
Yeah.
That's a 50 style diner, and this is a 50 style bike, because we get a lot of kids over there that would just love to sit on something like this. And hopefully we can put as many smiles on kids over there as what we do adults in this playground.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I love the fact that Keenan used his initiative. He's back at the shop doing some work.
What work is he doing?
Hey, Keenan.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Well, there's some tape on some of the stuff. And
what is this
whatever
stuff?
I could find, I just found some stuff that looked like degreaser or whatever. I unpacked the stuff and...
Wear safety glasses and chemical-resistant gloves. What were you thinking?
I was trying to, I know I screwed up the last task and I was trying to show some initiative. I need to know what's...
That's what that's worth now.
Oh. Well, Keenan showed some initiative. I look upon this as Scott's fault for not giving him the guidance.
Come on over here. Come with me.
You're gonna let me hit you?
I got one thing for you guys for the road. They help me a lot. They're just a stress ball.
So what do? You just
squeeze it and
around?
it just...
Okay, I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. We'll squeeze these. Don't touch anything. Nothing.
Inventory, but don't clean
Unpack,
anything.
Inventory, work
Don't
out.
oil, don't sand, don't saw, don't break.
Can you believe what Keenan did with those tins?
Try it, just Keenan.
Keenan.
Keenan. Keenan. Keenan. Keenan. Keenan.
What if he got a good tin? Yeah.
Let's get picking.
You kind of look like a unicorn. It's what my
discount. Hey, Keenan, Sheldon and I picked up a couple of firearms. Can you call your dad and see if he can pick them up?
Do you need the directions?
No, I got the address.
Keenan, did you write the directions down anywhere?
I've always thought of myself as being an excellent driver.
I'm Scott Cousins.
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
And we're Pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. I'm driving.
Now, Sheldon, I don't get it. We've had this discussion before. You get to drive in Alberta. I get to drive everywhere else.
I grabbed the keys. I thought it best I drive today.
Nice signal there, bud. Did you just telepathically tell the people behind you were changing lanes there?
I've always thought of myself as being an excellent driver.
Yeah, I think you're probably close to getting that graduated license now.
I love Saskatoon. Paris of the prairies.
Well, I remember hockey, Saskatoon Blades, right?
Oh yeah, it's a hockey factory here. We're heading to go see Francis. It's got toys, tins, some native beaded things, maybe some firearms.
Oh, that'd be nice to get a couple old Western six guns.
Right. There we go, right there in the corner, that big white house. Look at the size of that.
That is an old historic house. This could be good.
Let's go meet Francis.
Francis.
Hi.
Scott.
I'm Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice teeth.
You're talking about my diamonds, aren't
Yes.
you? I had a diamond ring hanging around the house, so I took it to my dentist and I said, "Excuse me, but do you think you could put those in these teeth here?" "Damn right," he says. I said, "Well, then do it." You know, I'm a collector.
How long you been doing it?
Since I was that high. I got some stuff out in the garage there you might want to look at.
Well, I'm going to see if we can worm our way into your collection, but let's go to the garage first. I've seen people with a twinkle in their eye, but not one with a twinkle in their teeth. So you've been in here how long?
17 years.
Is it loaded?
Loaded and ready to go. If you guys go ahead, I'll open the big garage door from inside.
Sure. Okay.
You never know what's going to be in a guy's garage.
I'm hoping we'll find that diamond in the rough. There's a spinning wheel.
Yeah, walking wheel.
Whoa, stuff.
Yeah, lots of it.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it's packed away in boxes. I don't know if you want to rummage through it or...
Absolutely, I want to. Sheldon, I didn't know that they had a model of me when they made this.
Yeah, that was in your younger years, though, Scott.
Last week.
Yeah. That was when you were with the circus.
The Conklin Circus.
Yeah, look at that.
He has a Conklin banner there. It's a goofy thing, but I remember Conklin shows.
Why would you have a banner of the circus promoters? Like, why did they have their own banner?
Because they had big egos? How's that? So what would a banner like that cost?
$30? Well, what do you offer?
I'd rather be in it to 10, so I'll go 15.
Okay.
Done. For 15 bucks, how do you lose? Somebody that's collecting circus stuff, they'll buy that.
These are nice.
That's to keep your hands warm.
Yeah, that would work.
First saleable thing I see is a pair of beaver mitts. What do you want for them?
125.
Are you a little flexible in your prices, Francis?
Yeah. What are you offering?
Let's say 75.
Make it 100.
Make it 90.
Okay.
All right. Yes, the beaver has entered the water. Hey, Francis, what kind of critter is that?
Bear skull.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that, Scott. Little bear skull.
Sort of cool, actually,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Good teeth. It actually had the articulating jaw. I kind of like that. What do you want for it?
75 bucks.
Now, how do you come up with a
Well,
figure for a bear skull?
I want 50, so I figured I'd better ask 75.
Well, I want 40, but I better say 30.
Well, let's settle at 40 then.
40 it is.
Okay.
Bears and beavers, we really get into the wildlife stuff here.
How much do you charge for your hats? And you got some imaginary pith helmet here.
That's a good
What do you
one.
think?
You kind of look like a unicorn.
Just a
Tilt
second.
it forward a little bit.
Let me put my...
I'm not going to let you drive wearing that.
He looks like a Viking.
Let me get Burt Reynolds out of here.
Grab him by the mustache. That shave job was horrible this morning.
Burt and his Smokey and the Bandit days. Okay, let's see if this is even a real hat. The logo's missing out of it. How much?
75.
Put Burt back.
I'm putting Burt back. You've offended me. And that's almost impossible to do, okay?
Well, did you want to go in the house?
I'd love to go in the house.
With that hat on?
Yeah. I want to see Francis' own personal collection. Find out what's for sale. Be careful. Scott will be under your bed before you know it.
Keep him occupied.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go, fellas.
Francis has got a good eye, and I'm hoping he's kept the best stuff in the house.
Hey, I like your bison.
That was one of the buffalo I hunted.
Oh, really? I take it you're not parting with him.
I don't think so.
Holy smokes.
I love this room. It's got Western stuff everywhere.
The stove is great.
That's an 1898 parlor heater.
Beautiful. Check these out.
Got a couple old firearms here. This one looks almost like it was a dug-up.
That's an 1860 Remington, 44 caliber cap and ball.
And what about this one?
That's the first cartridge revolver that Remington made.
Is that right?
And it's patterned exactly off the cap and ball.
Yeah, and date-wise, what'd you date them to?
1860, 1870.
Huh?
We don't normally buy pistols. There's just too much hassle with them. But these ones we can tell are old ones.
This was a favored revolver in the Civil War.
Remington was a northern gun,
yeah.
as opposed to a southern gun.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would just have 3 or 4 cylinders filled, and then it's a lot quicker to pop the cylinder out.
Because loading these things in the middle of a fight would be dangerous.
So
These fall into the category of being relics, basically.
yes, because they're made pre-1898 and ammunition not readily available, do not need to be registered.
These pistols are something that, at the right price, Scott and I can make some money on.
So what would an old cap and ball, essentially dug up revolver sell for?
Well, one like that in good condition would be $4,000 or $5,000. In this condition, I would want $1,200.
Well, that's really interesting. I really like it. I think you and I are gonna have to talk about that one.
Yeah.
That's a little bit too much money for us to think about right now until we've seen everything else that he's got. We don't want to make a rash decision right off the bat.
What you got in there? Can we take a look?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, what a great room.
Oh, there's some stuff in here.
You never get rid of anything,
No.
don't you? Look at this, what I found, Scott. Look at this coat.
We've been shopping around.
Yeah. Scott, my birthday's coming up pretty quick here.
Yeah, call your mom.
Nice Cree beadwork.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm always looking for a beaded jacket that fits, because invariably they're too small for one reason or another. This one works. What would you want for a coat like that, or would you even part with it?
But I'd want about $600.
That's a pretty nice coat.
You see, I don't think you could buy that brand new for $600.
Well, if you paid someone to do the beadwork on there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Could you do a little better? Could you do, say, $550?
$575.
You should have started at 4.
$575 it is.
Okay, I'm working my way over to these tins over here, Shell.
It's almost like a magnet. You're drawn to tins, aren't you, Scott?
I am drawn to tins. That's a bit of a beater, but
That's a rare one, but
it's a rare beater. It's Canadian tin. I collect peanut butter tins.
Yeah?
But only Canadian ones. I don't collect American ones, yeah.
What's this little repeater right here?
Well, that one, eh?
Mixed in amongst Francis's hunting rifles was one oddball that had all sorts of studs on it. It was a Winchester 30-30 carbine.
That rifle, it was owned by Chief Gabriel Cody, who signed Treaty Number 4 in 1874. That was handed down from father till son until it got to, I had a girlfriend and her dad had it.
Now, do you have any provenance for that other than the verbal provenance?
Yeah.
You do, so you got paperwork.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of a letter that gives us some sort of provenance, including a lady that we can contact to give us some further information about it. I think that's a really interesting piece. So what would you want for this one?
$1,500.
This is a rifle that a man personalized for his own use. It's his rifle that he hunted with, and that's the real deal. So what would your bottom line dollar on that? Knocking out, dragging out bottom line.
I thought that's what I gave you.
No, then I'm gonna beat you up some more.
Oh, sure. Well, I've already got a guy that wants to buy it off me, and I haven't sold it to him yet.
At what price?
He's offered $1,000, and I said no.
Okay, so what if we were to package that with the old cap and ball gun?
The Remington?
Yeah.
That's 26. I could drop it a little bit. 2,500 for the two.
Oh, gosh.
You guys want to take a better look at the carbine?
Yeah. Winchester.
1894.
1894. And what about this MM here?
MM was Chief Gabriel Cody's Indian named Mime.
Oh. Got a little room to move on those two?
You mean down from 26, yeah?
No, you've already moved from 26.
You got any room to move above 22?
How about 23?
Yeah, how about 23? I like it.
I like 25.
You gotta move.
How about 2,400?
taking a wee bit of a flyer here.
I'm thinking at that point, he needs his 24. How can we win a little bit on this deal? I'll give you your 2,400, sort of.
Sort of. Well, I'll sort of take it then.
Sort of. Scott gets that little twinkle in his eye, so
I know, that scares me. I don't know about
warning you.
I'm thinking we'll give you the 2,400, but you throw in the beaver butter.
Okay.
All right.
Done.
Gee, tough negotiator.
We did it, didn't we?
And I think I can walk.
And I still got my shirt on. It was like a cockfight, wasn't it? It seemed like two top wrestlers wrestling for the pin.
I never give up, you know that,
No, you
right?
don't, do you?
All right, well, we've done some damage. I think we should go get some packing.
And we'll go from there.
That was a lot of fun, Francis.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think we bought a bunch of neat little things that we'll make money on and 2 really good things.
Beaver doesn't get any warmer than that.
Yeah, and they got these pimpy things on them.
We settled at 90. We should be able to make 30 or 40 bucks.
The bear skull will fit in really well in somebody's cabin. We can't help but double or triple our money on that.
Thanks a lot, Francis. That was a lot of fun.
We'll have our guy come and pick up the guns so we don't have to drive around with them. Next time you're in Calgary, look us up.
Go find some more treasures.
I'll do that too.
Thanks.
See you guys. I had a lot of fun today. I think I won a few. I think I lost a few. I think if we roll it all into one and added up the figures, well, I think we both won.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, Francis had a great collection, really.
I think we should have somebody take a look at that rifle.
That Winchester is worth appraising.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. So sorry. Told you you couldn't drive.
Didn't have an accident, did I?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Sheldon and I picked up a couple of firearms in Saskatchewan.
Okay.
We don't want to be driving around with them. So can you call your dad and see if he can pick them up on his way back from Winnipeg?
Okay.
Ready to go?
All right. 1435 Smart Street in Saskatoon.
And you got all that stuff sort of cataloged and ready to go?
I'm unpacking stuff right now.
You're not polishing anything, are you?
No, just unpacking.
Okay, Keenan.
Thanks,
Okay.
bye.
Why don't I believe him?
Hello.
Sheldon Scott phoned. I got some stuff for you to pick up when you're heading back through Saskatchewan.
Where's that?
14 Smart Street, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. What town?
Just outside Saskatoon.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Martinsville, that's where we're going. We're going to see Bert and John, hot rod guys.
You know what the good thing about hot rod guys is? They're fun.
Yeah.
And secondly, they usually surround themselves with other things that are pop culture related.
Coke and Pepsi.
Oil and gas or something like that.
Yep.
Let's see if we can spot this place. Usually there'll be a sign or a signal that says, this place has got something interesting in it. You drive, I'll look.
Can't I look and drive?
No, you can't. You've proven that numerous times. So there's nothing except highway up that way. Let's come up this road. Pacific 66 sign, there we are, right there. Gulf one behind it.
The telephone booth's great.
This could be fun.
Yeah, look at that neon.
The neon graveyard.
Furs?
Yeah. Look at the old car.
Yeah, look at them dancing, those
And
dogs.
wagging their tails at the same time. This is definitely the place. Hi, guys. Whoa, this is great.
A little bit of neon here. Hey,
Wow,
how's it going?
hello. How are you guys?
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Hi, I'm Bert.
Hi, Bert. I'm Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
Scott?
Hi, Scott. How are you?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's my creeper.
Well, a creeper is something that you need to slide on easily to get out from under a car.
I can't believe he's showing that much disrespect to John Deere.
That's actually here for repair.
Oh, you mean somebody else owns it?
Yeah.
They don't even know you're using it as a creeper.
They'll never know the difference by the time it's fixed.
So that's what you do? You fix porcelain signs?
Well, we do a little of everything.
Yeah?
A little bit of car work, a little bit of gas pump work. And we like to build old style hot rods, how
Yeah.
they were built in the 50s and stuff. John and I both collect stuff together. You can gather it up from swap meets, and we go to auctions and stuff like that.
Well, that's what we do. We play. And that's what you need. stuff to play with.
Well, there's some cool stuff back there.
Have a look around. See what you like.
It's something because once we own some stuff for a while, we can move on and go look for something else.
What you got in here?
A Coke bottle.
Can we
I gotta
see
see
it?
that. Oh, one of those Coke bottles.
Just a blow up. Flipped open the box, plugged it in.
Oh, there it goes.
Whoa! And all of a sudden, we've got a giant Coke bottle unfolding itself.
It does it all by itself.
Yeah. Just a really good piece, and I can see that Scott's starting to vibrate.
It's got to be 70s because that's not a 60s logo. Probably was at a fair advertising Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's fun.
That's great.
So what happens if you just let her keep going? Does the top pop off?
Well, that's pretty well
But
it.
just don't shake it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what something like that would be worth. What do you think it's worth?
Yeah, I traded a jukebox for it.
Did you really?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, $450 would take that.
It's pretty tough though because it's been put up a few times. $450.
I paid $1,200 for the jukebox.
Did you?
I like this better
Yeah.
than the jukebox.
Gosh, that's tempting at $450.
Yeah. No, it's just kind of a unique thing, and it's an original thing. It's in its original box and everything.
I'm done. $450.
Really?
all right.
Yeah.
No arguing.
Okay, we're in.
No arguing on that. I'm not going to add insult to injury if you paid $1,200 for a jukebox, you traded for it.
Well, that's kind of how it really was.
Bert's a polite guy, seems to listen attentively. John is a little bit outspoken. I like this combination of guys.
I'm Bert, he's John.
Never thought about that, but yeah. So is the BA lamp a representation of your work? Because I love it.
It's just part of what we do.
Right behind the Coke bottle is a BA lantern. Would have sat outside a service station, right over the pumps. How many hours would you have put in that?
Wouldn't guess, because you just tinker at things like that.
But it looks like it's all been rewired.
Yeah. It is, yes. Yeah.
What would you need for a piece like that?
They usually go around $500.
I don't think you could repaint it for $500.
I'd rather it be a Red Indian than BA, but
These
BA
guys.
is sort of a...
Well, you guys can talk about that, and I'll change.
You're going to change it from a BA to a Red Indian?
Or would you rather Texico?
Well, we got a Red Indian gas pump.
Oh, we do too, yeah.
Yeah.
And some hours into that one.
Yeah.
Oh, North Star too.
Whatever you want.
Your point, though, is taken. You could turn that into a Texico
Texico.
that quick, and it would be right with the green shade.
Yeah.
You know what,
Holes are
fellas?
always the same.
500. I'm sticking my neck out, not too far. Let's go for it.
Okay.
And you'll throw in a couple decals?
Sure.
You bet.
Good, thanks. It's not the sort of thing I've had before, but 500 seemed a really fair price.
Well, I see more good stuff this way.
everywhere I'm
Let's
looking,
head.
There's great stuff. Let me ask you about these props over here.
Oh, yeah.
Every guy that's got a man cave wants a propeller in there. Every bar wants a propeller in it.
So what would you want for those two top ones?
Truthfully, you know, you just find them. You don't pay for them.
We pay for them.
Yeah.
If you want to pay something for them, about $50 each.
That's exactly what I had in mind. Done.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You could sell as many propellers as you can buy.
We actually know where some better ones are. We're gonna go buy right away.
It's just $100 towards a better propeller. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's right.
I'm gonna wander along here and see what I can see.
What about these letters?
Oh, yeah.
What do they spell out?
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
You beat Vanna White.
Can I buy a vowel?
Yeah, you can buy a
Hey,
vowel.
here's your favorite band, Sheldon. It's just missing one letter. Another B.
B.
Yeah, we can go bat.
What would you want for the box of letters?
$1 a letter.
I'd say done.
I'm okay with that too.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good deal. I mean, we didn't have any money in them though, so.
Hey, I noticed some neon carcasses outside.
You know, if there was a double out there, I might let one go.
Let's take a look.
Lead the way. We head out to the back. You do
there's
have some neon.
Yeah, there's some stuff in here.
We're pretty excited because we've met a guy that can fix neon signs for us now. It's an old graveyard. Sheldon, he's got another one of those over here. Got 2 fur signs.
Folks finer furs. What would you want for a big neon like that?
You know, they're gonna be restored for the history of Saskatoon, and something we want to hang on to and kind of preserve.
Geez, as much as I'd love to have those.
Just, yeah, you know,
it's hard to argue with that,
A lot
right?
of people have wanted them.
What about the porcelain sign, Rexall Drugs?
Yeah, that's a double.
Well, let's see what it says.
It says Scott's Rexall Drugs.
Oh, then I have to own it. Okay, so that would be Stewart. So that goes over here? Or Davis.
Davis.
Sure, it's two different ones.
So it's two different signs. Davis Rexall Drugs, and then this is Stewart's Rexall Drugs.
Yeah, they're two different ones.
So what would you want for signs like this?
Well, I
They
don't
got
know.
no Saskatchewan connection, really, do they?
No.
Yeah,
No.
so these are just signs.
Well, they are porcelain, though. You gotta have some kind of value to them, I suppose.
Well, they got some value just because they're visual and they're, again, it's the
That's
old
kinda it.
decorating a bar thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Nice
you
and
know.
bright.
Why don't you give us an offer and see if it feels good?
I'd say the retail on them is probably $100 a square. So we got, what, 1,200 retail on them? What do you think, 600 bucks? 600 bucks, we pay you 50% of what we think we can sell them for.
That's a fair deal.
Good enough.
I think we'll do well on those.
You bet.
I think that what Sheldon's really happy about is that we bought 2 Rexall signs in Edmonton Oilers colors.
We've done some damage here today.
Yeah.
I think we'll go get some stuff, pack up.
Hey, wait a minute. Before you guys go, I got some stuff in the other shed there. Got some cars in there that we should show you.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe take one for a drive.
Don't let him drive.
Well, I saw his driving, actually. There you are.
Whoa. Holy cow. That's funny with the snake on the front. Oh, it's got a snake gear shift. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love that little American graffiti convertible. So what year would this be?
1929.
And it's a Ford?
Many parts of a Ford.
See, that one looks older to me.
Yeah, that's a 1912. Model T Speedster, that one.
It's fixed up beautifully. Would have been a really hot rod for the day.
You guys like to go for a spin?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
We got a little course set up for you.
Of course. Do you have good insurance?
No insurance. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get out so you can get this thing started.
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't know about this, Sheldon. I see nothing but...
Oh, yeah, embarrassment is what it is.
Yeah,
and,
nothing but embarrassment on this thing. I'm not a big fan of cars from that era, but I'd like that little black car.
And I get the 1912 Ford Speedster.
Okay, here's the deal. It's for a beer.
All right.
Okay, shake.
All right.
I'm betting on you. I win either way.
All right, let's go. Let's give it a go.
I'm always a little nervous driving other people's cars.
I think Scott's a little nervous because all of a sudden we're competing.
There's a 20-second penalty if you run into any of the pylon. All right.
Are you ready?
Go.
Go! Yeah!
Ooh. All right. Come on.
I'm not sure if he's gonna make it back.
Oh, no, he'll make
Let's
it
see.
back.
Oh, yeah.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Careful. There he goes.
All right.
What was the time?
35 seconds flat. You didn't hit any pylons and you didn't miss any pylons.
It seemed longer.
I know.
I thought I did a pretty smooth job. Now it's all up to Scott.
Okay, you gotta remember, 35 seconds.
Okay, watch this.
Oh. Took off in a hell of a hurry.
Oh! Now, spinner.
Spin the tires,
Yeah.
Come on.
Didn't go wide enough. You went too wide.
Oh, you got her!
Oh, no.
I had to run it too tight. I stalled it.
I'll buy you a beer. Well, Scott's a good starter. Couldn't finish.
Oh, well, that was great.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks a
very
lot,
much.
man.
You guys dropped in.
Thanks, John.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bert and John were great hosts. They sold us some things that we'll do well on. Today was a good day picking.
We could have some fun with these letters. No idea what we could spell, but it could be our own little game there.
Top one looks like it's weathered a fair bit.
Yeah.
With a little bit of TLC.
Coat of oil on them?
Oh, then they're each 300.
So how do we put this back in?
Oh, it'll just deflate.
Like that?
Yeah.
We could get $1,000 for that to one of the few guys that just has to have it to fill out their coat collection.
Okay.
Guys, that was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for letting us destroy your
Oh,
cars.
that's no problem. That's what they're for.
And next time you're coming through Calgary, look us up.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot, guys.
You bet.
I thought that Scott and Sheldon were quite fair and kind of similar to how we would have dealt anyway. So
I would do it again. I'd invite them back in a minute. Okay.
Watch the car, watch the car.
Hey, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what a couple great guys. Really know the game, having fun at it. Got some good things, too. Never ridden a hot rod before.
You look good in a hot rod.
You know, I felt pretty good. I didn't perform so good, but I loved the car. It was the right size for a guy that's ass is built so low to the ground.
What did you think of that styling helmet that I had on?
I think that was what got me. You know, you got aerodynamics. That's what got me.
That could have been my edge.
Oh, man.
Hello? Keenan, you sure you got the right address here for me? Because I'm in the middle of Timbuktu here.
Yeah, just whatever I told you that day. I spoke with them just right before.
This is not jiving at all. There's no damn way that this can be the right place. Did you write the directions down anywhere?
No, I didn't write it down. I talked to him seconds before.
You know what? I'll figure it out myself.
Okay.
All right.
We're going back to see Rod. Saw him last year.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott. How you doing?
Good. I've seen you before many
yes,
times.
I recognize you too.
I've known Rod for decades. He's always buying, always selling.
Thanks, Rod.
Hey.
We cleaned Rod out pretty good last time.
Yeah, we did well on the stuff we bought from him, too. I think it's this one here.
Let's go see Rod. Hey, Rod.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Lucy, how are
you
ya?
guys?
Hey, Sheldon. How you doing?
Rod? Yeah, nice to see
It's been
you
a while.
guys.
Yeah.
Now we're just driving through. We thought we'd see if you got any new stock for us.
I got some new stock.
Yeah?
Where are you finding stuff?
All over, sometimes it finds me. You know how that goes.
Well, show us what's found you.
Sounds good. Come on in.
Yeah.
I've been buying items for about 15 years. I do some trade shows. I go to people's houses and buy estates.
Oh, yeah, it looks much the same as it did last time.
Well, deep it's the same, but out front it's new, it's fresh.
I was going to say it's a little cleaner, too.
A little bit, tidier. It's kind of like a treasure hunt. Once you find that little treasure, then you spend the rest of the time researching it, just to find out if you want to keep it for your collection or move it on to some new home.
I've been collecting right alongside with Rod for about 15 years, too. We do things together.
Hey, Scott.
Oops.
Maybe if you put that on, called yourself a chauffeur, maybe your driving ability would be a little better.
Yeah. All I know is I've chauffeured you halfway across this country.
I'm still here.
Let me just see if I can. The weight's not right. There we are.
Rod's never been much for organization, although in his own strange way, he knows where everything is. But stuff always appears as though it's tossed in at the last moment.
That's because it is.
That's a little cutie I didn't see before.
It is.
It's a small captain's chair. Take a look at that, Scott. The back of it is bent wood, all one piece. By using steam and pressure, you actually bend it into shape. What would you want for that?
Might not like the price, probably $150.
Ouch.
I got
You're
7
right.
grandchildren, but sort of been eyeing it up.
You'll find him another one, maybe not quite as nice as that, though. What would you think about 100, Rod?
You know, we could probably meet in the middle there, Sheldon.
110?
Yeah, about $1.25.
All right, I'm stepping up, but sometimes you got to do that for the first item. First of hopefully many items.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, you can barely see in here again. We go into the garage, and I can see it's not floor to ceiling like it used to be, but it's still pretty much impossible to get to the bottom of most of those piles.
Geez, Rod, you knew we were coming.
You bet.
Oops, too late.
Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, it's a Canadian one. Rod's got a nice little tobacco cutter, nice Quebec piece.
That came out of a private collection. I've had it for a few years now, Scott.
It's been repainted, I think.
They touched a lot of their stuff up.
But it's Canadian, which is nice. Most of the ones you see are US.
Yeah.
You find one Canadian one for every 100 American ones. What's your best on that?
Let's go 175. Pretty good piece.
I want that, but I gotta buy it at a price that we can sell it. See, I like buying them at 100 is what I like buying them, but you probably paid 100 for this. One of the little tricks of the trade, and I'm sure Rod's used it himself, is you get a guy down to his lowest number. Can I carve you?
You could try.
100 and a quarter?
You know, I think I'm going to stay at $1.75.
And when he won't go anymore, you leave it aside, and then you take about 5 lowest numbers, package them together, and get a lower number. Let's just put that down for a minute.
Sure.
Oh! Whoa! That's something you want to own, isn't it?
Good burglar alarm.
Yeah, what do you want for it?
Are you feeling $25, Sheldon?
I'm feeling 15.
Sounds good to me.
Sold.
Okay.
I'll shake your hand for him.
I happen to know an electrician that can turn that into some sort of alarm in our premises. If he had 10 of them, I would have taken them.
I've had this thing boxed before. This is a toy that should be an easy sell.
You'd think so.
But 2 things are wrong with it. 1, it's American. And 2, nobody even knows who Lindbergh was anymore. What did you have on that? I can't remember.
Probably $250. We could split it.
You see, that is a really fair price, but I'm not convinced I can sell it. Sheldon, let's go to the back. All right? Stop before you hurt yourself.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's check it out.
All right.
I'm itching to get in the back room because that's where Rod had all the good stuff last year.
Our property is actually quite long. We were fortunate enough to have a bigger building in the back, which had a pool, but we've now been using it for storage.
Incredible.
You got a ton more stuff in here than you did last time.
It's a little condensed.
Oh, you've added a few things, haven't you?
Yeah, well, this is just sort of my little car collection side here.
I found something.
Oh.
Oh, it's a Survivor. It's a pretty early sign.
That's an English sign, isn't
Nice. Well, Dunlop was an English tire, and then when you see the Y in there, it pretty much tells you. A little less desirable than North American, but it's still a bicycle tire sign. What would the dealer price be on that one?
You know, I'd have to have $350 out of that.
You know what? Maybe we should try and do a little bit of a package deal.
I'm sure we'll take advantage of Rod that way.
I hope so.
Yeah. Fat chance. All right, well, I'm going in.
Sure. Now, that's the late 50s. Injection molded plastic, figural.
That's
but
pretty nice.
Very fragile.
It's a higher store display. That would have hung from a string in a store, lasted about 3 months, and then toast. You put it in a shadow box, right?
I had to protect it and help display it.
What would your wholesale price be on that baby?
In the shadow box, $200.
200, eh? Hey, Sheldon, any interest in a candle stand table?
I've no idea, Scott.
Now, what would you want for this guy?
How's 150 sound?
100 sounds better, Rod.
But Sheldon,
Yes?
it's got a crack in it.
Oh, well, 75 sounds better, Rod.
It's split pretty straight, but it's a nice little table.
Yeah, it is.
It's got some age.
What's your bottom line?
150 with the Smurf blanket.
Oh.
And if we left you the blanket?
75 without the Smurf blanket.
You get the Smurf blanket.
Either way, we get the Smurf blanket.
I think I paid too much for it, but that would get me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the table if it wasn't for that.
All right, so we'll leave that for now.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go rooting around a bit more, Scott.
It seems to all be there.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's there. Rod's got a Dissler train from US Zone, Germany. That dates it precisely to the late 40s, early 50s. It's a nice condition train. What would you need out of that?
3 on that.
Okay, I'm still thinking about packaging.
Sure, sounds good.
Oh my.
All right.
Trains are the hardest thing in the world to sell, but when they're boxed in mint like that, they're pretty easy to sell. Oh boy.
What about that little candy store cash register here? Rod's got a small cash register. Is it working?
Not bad.
Little lubrication there,
Yeah.
Just what we like, the small candy store size.
What are you thinking on that, Rod? Just so I can have an idea in my package price.
I was thinking 4.
Okay.
He's thinking 3, I think, Scott.
Is he thinking 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we packaged the candy store cash register at 3,
The Dunlop?
at $3.50. This is the pre-packaged price.
Yes. I'm going to get ground a little bit more after that.
Absolutely, or not.
Yeah, or not.
Or not.
Yeah. Okay.
The train at $2.50.
I'm going to mark this down, would you
No,
mind?
I can do it in my brain. $7.50.
I don't want to mess you up.
No, don't mess him up.
Because you're going way too slow and you're losing me.
You're killing me. Yeah, exactly. You keep interrupting me. Can I calculate? 11 with the hires, $12.50 with the cutter, and 2 on the Spirit of St. Louis.
Okay.
$14.50 is
Pre-packaged pricing.
pre-packaged pricing.
Pre-packaged.
But that's pre-packaged pricing.
Pre-packaged
But you cut
pricing.
me down $100 on the cash register.
That's
out-
just the
right out of the
start of
gate.
the pain, Rod.
I gave you my good guy prices.
Oh, gosh. Well, can we just take a break for a minute? I would normally hope to get the whole package for $1,000, but I know we're not going to do that with Rod.
Well, boys?
$1,200
Really?
on all that.
I'm thinking we're just going to settle at 13.
This hurts me. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my.
We're so close. We're at 12, he's at 13. Somehow we got to get by this little impasse. Maybe I have a solution. Your little table with the crack in it,
Yes.
then we'll come up to your 13. Throw that in. What would that be?
We'd have to throw in a little more.
Wow.
13 1/4, and you take the candle stand.
Oh, hell, 13 1/4, I can't stand that.
I didn't shake on that. I didn't shake on that.
You get the Smurf blanket, too.
I was halfway out the door in my mind.
I think it went okay. I think between Scott and Sheldon, Lucille, and myself, all 4 of us came to a deal. You got to
right.
take the Smurf blanket, though.
No, you have to take this Smurf blanket.
He's going to sleep on that tonight.
You know what? It was sure fun dealing with you
Yeah.
guys.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
We'll get some more blankets, including the Smurf blanket, and then
Sounds good.
and we'll be back.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Wow, that made me nervous.
Tough negotiators.
I know.
Yes.
Great day. We've always got good stuff from Rod, and we got to meet Lucille as well. This is cute. I like this.
That's a great little chair.
We'll quick flip it $200 on that chair. Brace yourself, people.
He drives like that, too.
No way.
Not a bad price on this little guy when we threw it into the deal. Good, different stuff for us. We'll have some happy clients when we bring that back to town. Well,
That's
it was
it.
a pleasure again.
Pleasure, Scott.
Oh, don't shake my hand. Thanks, you guys. That was a lot of fun.
Enjoy.
I'll get to stay warm on the prairies on the way home.
I think today went great. Got to hang out with Scott and Sheldon and my wife.
Doesn't get better.
Well, that was fun.
It was a bit tougher than last time.
He's a tough cookie, that Rod.
I can hardly wait to get back to Calgary. It'll be really interesting to see what that Winchester is appraised at. That could be a real good one.
Hey, how's the trip?
You know how my trip was?
I know.
From now on, you gotta write down stuff.
I will.
If you wanna start unloading, okay?
Look, comfy, John.
Hey,
Good to see you.
Good.
Everything unloaded?
Keenan,
Yeah.
are we done or what?
Yeah, I got the last box right here. I'm all done.
Here's the weapons right here.
No problems?
Not too much, no.
Is there a story here?
No, it's all good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm pretty tired.
Great.
See you guys. Take care.
Linda's literally handled thousands of guns over the years. We're gonna get a good, solid appraisal that we can really put some faith into. Hi, Linda.
Nice to see you.
Good
It's
to see you.
Nice to
And
meet
my
you,
friend
Scott.
Scott.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Let's go take a look.
Okay. I've been in business over 40 years, traveling across Canada, handling firearms, going to gun shows, talking to dealers, collectors.
Oh, you zoomed in on it.
So, what can you tell me?
Well, we just got it in Saskatchewan recently.
But we do have a letter of provenance.
That's important.
This Chief Gabriel Cote was a signatory to Treaty 4.
Typically, you don't see paperwork on native items whatsoever. To have the history, it can double, triple the value. So this was his hunting rifle, obviously, and there's an interesting chain here. That's actually very unusual, too.
I love that.
Yeah.
His native name was Mime.
Okay.
And that's what we assume the MM is there for, was Mime.
Obviously, I really wanted to identify that this was his rifle at first glance.
I'm really excited about it because everything native right now seems to be just going through the roof.
It is, and it's very, very hard to find. Those collectors hang on to it. They don't want to let go. And when it comes out, and with the internet, it's a small world, all the collectors want it.
I'm dying to ask.
Okay.
What would you value it at?
It's difficult to value because I don't know if one's ever been to sale with the provenance, with the treaty signed. My first thoughts are in the $2,500 to $3,000 range.
Whoa!
Incredible.
Excellent. Well, that makes me really happy.
Yeah.
They hit a winner as far as I'm concerned.
That's one of my favorite things we've ever bought.
Yeah, you seem quite excited. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I do not blame you.
I'm delighted. We've got an important piece of Canadian history, and it doesn't get any better than that.
And I appreciate you calling me because it's a treat to see it.
And if we decide to put it in auction, it'll be in your auction.
Well, it'd be very welcome. It would be a feature piece, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks, Linda.
Great day, great appraisal, great gun.